What do you mean this time was easy? What do you mean? What? What do you mean? It's just she's so hard to find, right? It's like, oh, where could she be? Oh, I wonder. Oh, gosh, golly gee. Gosh golly, where is she? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do to find her? Oh no! Sorry, I'm so sorry. Okay, wait, how do I switch over? Okay. I got bamboozled for a minute. You know what? I'll take it. Hello. Hello. Hi, everyone. How's it going? Ahoy! Hoy! Look, I'm comfy right now. I'm comfy. What is that? What do you mean, what is that? What do you mean? Nice pillow, thank you. I normally keep it away, but I just decided to pull it out, you know, so we had something to cuddle. It's important. You forgot to show us where small Cheri was? I think for this time, I think we'll survive without that. Do you know who's on the pillow you're hugging? Yeah. I think I'm aware. He's the praise the sun guy, right? Wait, I just realized that my physics is super high. One second, Oh, that's so much better. Oh my god, I was wondering why I was bouncing around the entire screen. It's because I turned my physics up. Anyway, is a throw pillow a body pillow for you? I'm going to what the fuck? Anyway, so how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Dark Souls stream. Welcome to I played 50 hours of Dark Souls and I played it for the last 3 months straight, and then I beat the game and I still don't even know anything about the game. I know nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we're gonna learn. And so I have to warn you guys. So I asked my mods who play Dark Souls to give me collect some videos for us to watch, collect some content I should go over, stuff like that, because otherwise I'll just go off on my own and I feel like that would be a very confusing and weird time. So I asked my mods to do it. And then Bubble compiled a 5-page long document of a whole bunch of videos to watch and a whole bunch of things to go over, and it is several hours long. So we're gonna do our best. We're gonna do our best. I'm very thankful of Bubble, but it's so hard to limit Dark Souls 1 lore people, or just Dark Souls in general. It's so hard to go oh, I just want like a 2-minute little video, you know, a 10-minute summary, just everything. Yeah, that's really difficult. So it might be a long stream today, or it might not be. I was trying to watch the intro to some of the videos just to make sure they were all correct, and I was watching them at 2.5 speed, so we might just zoom through this. There's a whole dissertation someone wrote about Bloodborne? Oh god. Yeah, well, yeah, well, yeah, we're gonna do our best, and we won't cover everything, because that's insane. I probably might not be able to cover everything that Bubble wrote down for me to say. It's not gonna be perfect. I don't know what the fuck we're going into, but yeah. Yeah. Wait. Fuck, I can't sneeze, damn it. Okay. Okay, if we're talking about the whole trilogy, we're not. I actually limited Bubble to just Dark Souls 1, which also made it more difficult because I didn't want to see stuff about Dark Souls 2 or 3 because we're gonna go play those games and I haven't played those games yet. So I just wanted Dark Souls 1 stuff and then we're gonna move on to Dark Souls 2 and then when we finish that game, then we'll do another deep dive on Dark Souls 2. Hi, Bubble, we were just talking about you. Wait, you guys want to see what Bubble made? Hold on. This is what Bubble gave me. This is what Bubble gave me. Thank you so much, Petra. What the fucks? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Congratulations on the 40K. Hope many more people get to enjoy this funny cat.
I'm not a cat, I'm a fox. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the orange stupid thing. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody had homework? Yeah, it was really funny. I added my mods. Like I added Poople and I added Bubble because I was like, both of you guys play Dark Souls and know a lot about the lore just because I know just how they talk in chat. Can you please like compile things for me? And then Bubble was like, I was already doing it for the last like several weeks. I was already on it. And then a few days went by and Poople was like, I assumed Bubble was gonna do a much better job, so I just let Bubble do it. I'm like, okay. And then Bubble gave me 5 pages of documents to go over, so anyway, let's get started. We're already breaking down, or we're straying away from Bubble's document already for the very first video. Because what I'm doing, I had vids in mind, but I cracked this all out in 4 hours last night. Bubble! Jesus! Thank you for your work. Thank you for your work. You're late, you're not. We're just starting. Literally just starting. Oh god, it's so bright. Do you like the little setup that I have, by the way? I got my toes out. I got my little Solaire body pillow ready. Alright, okay, this is gonna be a very not brief overview of the lore of Dark Souls 1, primarily composed simply of categorized links. Let me zoom in. But first, a disclaimer. A lot of the lore is speculative. While the general outlines are given, it's fairly fleshed out in the game itself. A lot of the depth that lore videos and discussions go into are based on educated guesses. Oh my god, so it's like MatPat? And that's just a theory. A Dark Souls theory. I'm sorry, that isn't a bad thing, but some pedantic actually... why did I go British there? Sort of nerd will show up. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, that's fine. Second disclaimer, there's some degree of lost in translation. This game was originally Japanese and then was ported over to English and then went back in 2012. They were not well established. Okay, cool. So there's a lot of lost in translation stuff. Okay, Dark Souls 1 is Sans Undertale and also is the 7 trials of death and coping with... oh my god. Okay, yeah. All right, so we're gonna start. What we're gonna do is we're gonna watch the intro cutscene. Because the intro cutscene goes... it, like, says things. Like, it says terms. And I haven't watched this since, like, playing the video game. And when I played it the first time, I heard In the Age of Ancients, and then I just fucking tuned everything out. So we're gonna start just with this. We're gonna start with this. This is the beginning, and then we'll go into, like, lore. I have a little timeline that we can go through, stuff like that. Yeah? All right. Anyway, welcome to actually, you know what I was thinking of? Today, like, this week has been, I'm sorry, I keep being distracted and not starting the video. This week has been a whole bunch of me trying stuff that I've normally never do, but I'm such a streamer now. I'm doing ASMR. I did a date night GFE that ended in a massive meme, spoiler alert. And now I'm doing React content. I'm becoming a full-fledged streamer. It only took 40k subs to do it. It only took 40k subs, but we're on it. Okay, my god, I should do an NPC TikTok. Okay, sorry. Okay. That's way long ago.
Unformed, shrouded by fog.
Okay.
A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
Well, the dragons weren't fucking everlasting, were they? They kind of fucked up. That didn't happen too well.
Fire.
Oh.
And with fire came disparity.
One moment. One moment.
Disparity.
A difference in level or treatments, especially one that is seen as unfair. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. Going back. Okay. Thank you so much for the blue. Thank you so much on the super content. Thank you for the stupid chat.
And death. And of course, light and dark. Then from the dark.
We're gonna start with the lore. What's gonna go on with this? Well, you're at the beginning, so just watch. We're learning lore. Oh fuck, I'm not paying attention again. Shit, I tuned out again. Yo, wait, I killed that guy! Yo, he was pretty neato! Wait, he was pretty neato!
Okay, so a 7-hour-long video then.
It's not gonna be a 7-hour-long video.
Or what's gonna go on with this? I'm still confused.
I don't think I killed her. Wait, the Daughters of Chaos, were those the spider ladies? Was that?
The Lord of Sunlight.
Okay, I killed him.
His faithful knights.
Oh, wait, those were the stupid knights at the end.
Furtive Pygmy. So easily forgotten.
I don't remember that. She was the bed of chaos? Oh, the big plant lady? Or the big plant?
The strength of lords. They challenged the dragon. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart.
Oh, let me turn it down.
Witches weaved great firestorms.
Oh, we're the furtive pygmy. Oh!
Unleashed a miasma.
Miasma is such a pretty word.
Disease.
Okay.
And
I liked how he is standing. He was like, wah!
betrayed his own.
I just imagine him making sound of it like, wah! Taryn, try to stick on topic. Thank you. Oh, that was the guy that sent me to jail, wasn't it? That was the big-ass crystal guy that sent me to... Oh, that was really bright. Sent me to jail.
The age of fire.
This looks like a Game of
But
Thrones
soon
town, like King's Landing. I think I said that when we watched the original cutscene.
will remain.
Manus is the furtive pygmy along with a potential... Oh, so there's a debate going on of who the fuck furtive pygmy is?
And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the occult.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, nice. I love that even the intro cutscene causes debate. That's funny. It's up to interpretation. I hate that so much.
I
Oh
looked
fuck,
up.
shut up. Okay. So let's go over. So let's learn some shit. So the Age of Ancients, that was the very beginning of the video of the little intro cutscene, and that was when there was like, oh, the dragons live forever, and there was Gwyn, and there was I don't know. Hi Scott, thank you so much. It was gonna be called Dark Ring until they learned that was slang for booty hole.
Fun fact, game was originally going to be called Dark Ring until they learned that was slang for booty hole in Britain.
That's funny. That's funny as hell.
Error 404, message delivery failed. Please check your
Shut
network
the hell up.
connection
Thank you so
and
much for
try
the stupid
again.
chats. Thank you so much. Okay, so the Age of Ancients, that was like in the beginning, there was this, and then it was pre-Gwyn. Okay. The world was unformed, shrouded by fog, with no light, no dark, no time. Okay, so everything was just a void. It was ruled by everlasting dragons. Okay, we're going into the... During the Age of Ancients, the dragons were the everlasting rulers of the world until the lords rose and challenged them. They were nearly but driven to extinction. Okay, so the main turning point between the Age of Ancients and the Age of Fire was when all the fucking dragons got beat up. Okay. Gwyn, discovery of the first flame and the lords. What the fuck is a sword of lulls? Oh, okay, that's the thing that you pick up. Okay. Oh my god. We're not clicking all the licky. We're not. No. We're not gonna go on that big. We have videos. Disparity appears, and that's just a summary of the video. Gwyn takes the first Lord's soul and becomes the Lord of Sun. I didn't know he was the Lord of Sunlight. I thought he was just the Lord of the final boss that you beat before you finish the game. I just thought that was like the finale. Oh, did I say Sword of Souls? Lord of Soul. You get what I mean. Shut the hell up. People were all just weak little guys until the souls were discovered, and then they beat the fuck out of dragons? Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Fuck you, dragons! Get shitted on!
Please wake up. You have been in a coma for 24 years.
Nah.
Be checking to see if you are still alive.
Nah.
Again, please wake up.
No, I'm comfy here. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. So Gwyn takes the first of the Witch of Illicith. Who the fuck is the Witch of Illicith? Do you fight her? Oh, you just don't. Oh, right. Okay, from the bed. Okay. Oh, wait. She has like whole ass. Okay, we'll learn that later. Neato, he's pretty neat. And then the Ferto Pygmy takes the last one, the Dark Soul, and then splits it among the other. You know what I just realized? Dark Souls, like, it has the name Soul in it. Like, what I just finally understood, like, because they all have souls and he has the Dark Soul. In my head, Dark Souls was like a title. I didn't realize that souls was like a term. Truly a shocking revelation. Shut up! I just always understood the game as like, oh, Dark Souls, that is the hard game. That's it. Like, there's nothing special about it. It's Dark Soul. Shut up. All right. He creates the Silver Knights and fuck the Silver Knights, and then wait, who's Siren? Is a character. She's exclusive to the dark. Was she the one that was crying? Was she? Oh, she was the one that was crying that gave us the tracers. Oh, so she was one of the big boy knights? Oh, look at that. We support women. Girl boss. She was one of the knights. Let's go. He also creates miracles. Okay, whatever. Fire. So the plant lady gives fire as well. Damn, that's kind of weird. Disease and death. Yeah. They beat the shit out of the everlasting dragons. The war against the dragons goes poor initially. And then Seath the Scaleless. Seath the Scaleless is such a badass name. Gives dragons, and reveals dragon scales give dragons their immortality. Then they beat the shit out of them with lightning. Oh, that's how they get the titty shards. Seath the Scaleless, the bad evil dragon. He creates the titty shards. Okay. And then he steals the primordial crystal and swears allegiance. And then most dragons get fucking murdered. One of them is a stone dragon, founder of the Path of Dragon. We'll figure that out later. And then he creates necromancy. Okay, cool. The titty shot. I don't know how, like, is this that word that sits tonight? Here, I can zoom in more, I think. where is it? The Titanite? It just doesn't come as easy to me, so I call them the titties. The titty shards, not the Titanite. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Lord Gwyn rules the world. He's God. Yo, Lord Gwyn owned Anor Londo? He fucks as well? Who does he fuck? Lord Gwyn's the god of war, is unworthy successor and exiled, and his name is forgotten. Holy shit, get fucked, idiot. Wait, who's his firstborn? Also known as the old god of war. Oh, he doesn't even get a picture. He gets nothing. Get fucked. Damn, his foolishness led to the stripping of his deific status and the expunging of his existence from history, with his name being forgotten. Damn! L! Massive fucking L to him! Alright, Guinevere is Gwyn's first. He really named his child. His name wait. So he had a fuck ton of children. He had unnamed. He has Guinevere. So Gwyn named his first daughter Guinevere. And then he had another son named Gwyndolin. How full of yourself do you have to be? Oh my god. And being is born under the feminine side of the moon is raised female. Interesting. Prosperity exists for time uncounted. The first flame. Oh, so they were just happy. I mean, except for his fucking firstborn. He wasn't happy. He was not great. The first flame begins to fade. Oh, so the whole reason that they existed and became like a person, that begins to fade. Okay. And then he enlists the witch to kindle the flame, and then it fucks up, and that's how she becomes the evil plant lady. And then demons come out, and then he sacrifices himself. Yeah, he's going to sacrifice himself. Oh, the perversion of whoa, wait, that's actually so cool. So so the whole thing that got him power was the fire, and then the fire was going out, and so that means that they had to go find something to make the fire bigger, and so shit got fucked up, and so he's like, I'm just gonna throw myself into the fire, and then everyone stopped dying. That's interesting. That's so cool. So the undead exists because Gwyn extended the age of fire too long. Damn, he was just too greedy. Damn, L. Okay, oh my god, I am learning. Damn, who would have thought that Dark Souls lore is kind of good? Who would have thought that it's kind of good? Sorry, I'm sipping. Why did no one tell me that the lore was interesting? Okay, that was the timeline for events. IGN, it actually dips into Dark Souls 2 at the 3:15 mark, so it's not even 5 minutes. It's actually a solid and very brief overview. I'll start with this one because it speedruns an explanation. All right, cool, let's learn. Hi, IGN.
Dark Souls. Understanding what is happening can be a little overwhelming, unless, of course, you've scoured through its environments, dialogue, and many item descriptions.
Well, I just got so many scenes in that video that I've never once before seen. Those were there.
Unless, of course, you've scoured.
I'm sorry, I'm just observing what the fuck I'm looking at. What is this big ass bird's nest?
Through its environments, dialogue.
Who the hell is this? What is this screen? Oh, they're from the other games? Okay, I feel better. Oh, wait, you can tell. Look at the... Yeah, okay. I was freaking out because I was like, did I really miss that much of the game that they can just scroll random examples and I'll just like... Okay,
many item descriptions. It's a tangled ball of impossibly vague story and cryptic lore. We want to hear your interpretation of the story.
Jesus.
But for a look at
wait,
the big
that's from
picture,
Dark Souls 2. I remember. That's the lady
minutes.
in like the first
Sure.
cutscene.
It's
from 1?
The world was
Oh, I
shrouded in
missed it?
fog
Okay.
and nothing ever really happened. It was ruled by the everlasting dragons, neither alive nor dead, they just were. This was the Age of Ancients. Without explanation, fire simply appeared.
Hog?
The first flame brought with it the idea of disparity. Where everything in the Age of Ancients was neutral and unchanging, now there were contradictory forces in the world. The fire brought heat and cold, light and dark, life and death.
Oh, wait, that actually makes sense, because before I was confused why fire existed, and then suddenly there's now disparity everywhere, and I didn't understand why the fuck that just randomly started existing. I thought it was kind of like a Apple of Eden thing where they eat the apple and then suddenly they realize that you could be like poor or you could be rich. But no, because it's like, because the fog is just straight up fog, and so they just don't know any different, and so fire is so
Partially, it is
different.
speculated that Dark Souls is the bad ending to Demon Souls due to the fog covering the world is associated with the Old One, who devours souls with the fog. And dragons don't have souls.
Interesting. Damn, it all works together. Thank you so much for the stupid chat. Oh, yeah, so it was like cold and dark and they straight up didn't know anything. They straight up just didn't know anything. And so when they were having fire, they were like, shit, I didn't know that you could have the opposite. I didn't realize you could change things. Oh, that's really cool. Okay. That makes sense. I like that they thought about that.
Under the surface of the world, a race of beings came into contact with the fire, and from within the flame, 3 of these beings found souls of immense power, the Lord Souls. There was Nito, the first of the dead,
that's
who
pretty
claimed the soul
Nito.
of death, the Witch of Izalith and her Daughters of Chaos, who claimed the soul of life, and Gwyn.
Oh, I understand why her boss is called the Bed of Chaos. I understand now. I didn't draw that conclusion. I'm really dumb.
Was discovered afterwards by the furtive Pygmy, the ancestor of mankind, who took it and hid it away.
Furtive. Attempting to avoid notice or attention, typically because of guilt or a belief that discovery would lead to trouble. Okay, understand. Okay, I've understood now. Okay.
Keeping it secret. With these souls, the lords rose up to challenge the everlasting dragons. They fought until
we're
one of the
learning
dragons,
so much,
Seath,
even
betrayed his own
SAT
kind.
words.
He revealed to the lords the dragon scales were the source of their immortality. With this knowledge, the lords were able to win the war, ending the Age of Ancients and ushering in the Age of Fire. And things were generally pretty good, for a time. The most important rule of the Dark Souls story is every beginning eventually has to have an end. Every fire that's set will eventually burn out, meaning the fire that kicked off the whole shebang starts to fade. As the
Global
fire
warming.
faded, Gwyn witnessed the dwindling of the light.
Cooling?
He feared the growing power of humanity, the descendants of the Dark Soul. He feared the Age of Darkness.
Oh my god,
and
that's
the
his
prophesied
title!
Dark Lord who would be born among them. So he chose to break the natural progression of things. Rather than let the flame die out, Gwyn sacrificed himself to rekindle it, thus extending his Age of Fire. This took a terrible toll on humanity, and likely brought about the undead curse.
Oh, is that Gwyn? Oh, is that Gwyn? Is that the Stinky Man himself? Oh!
The curse afflicted the dead with the dark sign, the burning mark that implies they're doomed to eventually go hollow, turning into mindless, wandering husks.
No, that's you.
And that's where you come in.
That guy's in armor. He's in armor though. I always saw, like, whenever I watched the video or when I watched the cutscene, I was like, oh my god, that's me. But then I look at the woman and the armor and stuff, and I was like, that can't be.
And likely brought about the undead curse. The curse afflicted the dead with the dark sign, the burning mark that implies they're doomed to eventually go hollow, turning into mindless, wandering husks. And that's where you come in.
That was
in
just
the original
John Dark Souls?
The
Okay.
cycle is ending again. The fire is dwindling, and you're the chosen undead. You must fight your way through the shriveled husk of Gwyn's kingdom of Lordran, killing hollowed undead, Gwyn's army of knights, and hideous beasts and demons by the score. You also make a quick trip into the past to confront and ultimately defeat Manus, the father of the Abyss, who may or may not be the long-lost furtive Pygmy.
Oh, that was Manus. Oh, yeah, you guys were like, oh yeah, it's just Manus from before. He was like the original like human or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's great. I don't know who Manus is, but I'll just nod and like say, okay, that's cool, and then move on. No, now I understand. Now I get it. He was the big tentacle monster who like grabbed you with the eye. Okay.
More on him later. Anyway,
you should just introduce him as the original human was
flame and confront a burnt-up, hollowed Gwyn, now known as the Lord of Cinder.
Was the
if
tentacle
you prevail,
man?
You're given a choice: sacrifice yourself and rekindle the flame,
He's going
once
to
again preventing the
sacrifice
Age of
himself.
Darkness, or you can say screw it, turn your back on the dying flame, become the Dark Lord of Prophecy, and finally usher in the Age of Darkness. But here's the kicker: it doesn't really matter. Because if you rekindle the flame, it's only a temporary solution, as the fire will...
He suddenly started talking real fast. Okay. So so I didn't realize when we were playing Dark Souls that, so our mission was to do something with the fire because Gwyn was like, I want my power forever. I don't care about it. Oh, everyone's immortal and miserable and just in a never-ending loop of dying and then living, coming back to life and then dying once again. That sucks. I want my power. And so we went to go kill him and remove that, but we had a choice to keep going. And keep the fire going and become like Lord Gwyn 2.0. And that's what I did accidentally. Because, whoops. I just saw a fire in front of me and went to go kindle it because that's what I'm used to. Whoops. The Age of Gods was ending, the Age of Man was beginning. Gwyn didn't let it happen and fucked everything over for everyone. Ah, what a little bitch. Yeah, and so I could have left and then started the new age of blank, and I didn't. Okay. And then I can become the Dark Lord? What a name. Wait, why? What is the... Oh, you only know about the Dark Lord ending if you did a lot of things, you were following a prophecy? Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, what's the benefit of kindling the flame? Because it feels like there's literally nothing. Like, there's just no benefit.
Just start to dwindle again. This ultimately signals the return of the undead curse and repeats the cycle. If you turn your back on the fire, ushering in the Age of Darkness, the ashen embers will smolder, eventually reigniting when a new chosen undead rekindles the flame. This restarts the cycle in which the flame will eventually begin to dwindle again, and so on and so forth forever and ever and ever and ever. In any case, enter Dark Souls 2.
Okay, now we pause. Okay, you just buy time. Okay. My brain cells are working right now. They're definitely fucking going. They're definitely trying to function right now. All right, so we have Dave Control, Dark Souls Remastered Lore of the Story. This again is the primary lore, but expanded from 30 minutes to 33. This is about as short as I can find to cover the entire storyline properly. Any shorter misses a lot more comprehensive, so it's 3 times this length. So yeah, so thank you, Bubble, for trying. Thank you. All right, let's go. Oh wait, this is not it. No, this is not it. This one.
I'm Dave Klein, and welcome back to my Dark Souls lore series.
Hello!
With the release of Dark Souls Remastered, I thought it would be fun to go through the timeline of major events in Dark Souls, starting from the very beginning.
Okay.
There will be spoilers in order to properly explain everything, as well as some things from Dark Souls 3 we now know.
No! The beginning of time.
In the age of...
Okay, we've seen this part. We've seen this fucking part before. Where I feel like we're gonna hear the Age of Ancients over and over again.
Was an unchanging existence. Gray crags and arch trees made up the land, along with everlasting dragons. And while we get very little about the Age of Ancients, I like to think of it as an existing planet, mostly devoid of life, devoid of conflict, and devoid of death.
It was just
Similar
void.
to how the Age of Dark is described as tranquil and peaceful, but then there was fire.
Oh, nice sound effects. I like that. I appreciate that. Thank you for my immersion.
Disparity. Heat.
All right.
Gold. Life.
I also don't know if an Age of Darkness is better, but it's worth the try. Also, it's balanced in the game to make sure. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know. None of this sounds good. Continuing the immortal everything
Similar
sounds bad.
To the sun and earth, the Great Fire came
But
and
so
brought
does
with
Age
it
of
all
Darkness.
of its differences. And while the timeline isn't fully clear, I think a lot actually happened between this point and the point in which we eventually see the Lords finding their various Lord Souls. Again, similar to an analogy between the sun and earth, life isn't instantaneous, but rather a process, and it seems during this process there were multiple primitive races that came about. Those who found the Lord Souls within the flame were, of course,
Nito.
That's pretty neato. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Something good happens in this game. Wait, I'm sorry. I never actually looked at him. I never actually looked at him in like the remastered because I played the Prepare to Die edition. Age of Darkness unknown, but then unnatural. Oh, but it's the natural way of the world. Prolonging the fire is just a sin. Oh, I guess that. Okay, there's a good ending doesn't really exist in a FromSoft game. Yeah, I'm learning that. Yeah, I'm learning that it's not even like a choice between bad and less bad. It's like a choice between very bad and very bad, but it's a slightly different version of very bad. He's interesting looking. Oh, I like this skull. He's so angry looking. All right.
The Witch of Isaac.
Oh, her hands are all burnt.
The Daughters of Chaos.
Daughters.
Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight.
Okay.
And his faithful knights.
I'm also starting to realize why Bubble didn't ask us to watch the initial cutscene. When we started this, I'm starting to learn why. It's because we'll see it 16 fucking more times in the next 10 minutes.
And the furtive Pygmy, so easily forgotten.
Nito's wearing a jumper
Gwyn,
made
who
of
found
children.
A Lord Soul of Light, the Witch of Izalith, a Lord Soul of Life, Nito, a Lord Soul of Death, and the furtive Pygmy, the Dark Soul itself. The Witch of Izalith, at the point of finding her Lord Souls, already had 7 Daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, similarly, also already had a legion of knights.
Oh, that makes sense.
Not
I
only
was
that,
gonna
but we know
say,
he
it's
wasn't
kind
the
of
first
wild that
his
they all
kind,
just like
as according to the
fucking.
White Seance ring, he has an uncle.
Oh, hold on. Okay, wait. A divine ring entrusted to the head bishop of the. Okay, hold on. They just threw a bunch of terms. Okay, it's a divine ring entrusted to the head bishop. Bishop is a chess piece, but I don't know anything else. I think it's a church thing. Of the Way of White, that's probably one of those covenant things that I don't know anything about. An apostle, that's another church thing that I don't know. To All-Father Lloyd, uncle to Lord Gwyn, it grants additional attunement slots. That's a good point, because I didn't think about where the fuck Gwyn came from. In my head, he just kind of spawned in, but that's right. Yeah, he wouldn't spawn in. And clearly there was other people existing because he fucked as well. All right. The head bishop of the Way of the White is the guardian of the law and caste, and one of the great royal. Okay, that's a lot of terms that I don't fucking understand. Cool. Pog. All right.
Father Lloyd. So it's possible that Lloyd was the first of the race that Lord Gwyn stems from, as his title would imply he's the father of all.
Hi, Cheri.
The
Thank
great
you.
string used outside of
Prepared for
Lordran
the most
depicts
obscure
Fuck
storytelling
me.
in gaming in the last decade.
Fuck me. Okay, it's a gold coin. It's a coin made of gold with All-Father Lloyd. That's Gwyn's uncle and his white halo. Why does he have a halo? Even coins of great value have little value in Lordran. Wait, isn't Lordran in Elden Ring? Hi, Rana. I love you. I'm not pretending to learn. I'm struggling through it, but I think I am learning. What the fuck is the city in what is the Elden Ring place that we are? No, oh, Liurnia? I thought there was like a Lordran in Elden Ring. That was the city where we are, where the 2 toe sentinels. Oh, maybe it's Lindel. I think I'm Lendel. Okay. Those who dream of returning to the outside are fond of carrying this around to the outside world. What the fuck is Lordran?
And his white halo shown on its face, and is the
Poor
highest
Bubba's
value
like,
of
please
outside
ignore this.
currency we
Please just
find
keep
in Dark
moving
Souls
on.
1.
Please just keep
However,
moving
in
on.
Dark Souls 3, we get that this is a contested fact. Much time has passed since the worship of Lloyd was common in the Way of White. The clerics of Karim had always strongly asserted that Lloyd.
The clerics of Karim? Oh, Karim! I thought he said cream as in like a shade of white, and I thought that was really funny that the Way of the White has like clerics of cream and bishops of like eggshell, and then
fraud, and that the All-Father title was self-proclaimed. Not only that, but just in being Gwyn's uncle, it's implied he has a sibling, and that would automatically contest Lloyd as truly the father of all. That said, it's probably more meant as a title as opposed to literal, as he's the head of the Way of White, which we'll come back to. The point stands, Gwyn isn't the first of his kind.
What do you think? What do you think of
Nito is
Cream?
the
I
first
think
of
of
the
food
dead,
too.
and unlike other races, seems to actually be the first of his kind.
I think of
but
Creamy,
that
not
likely
Cream.
The Lord Soul gave a kind of life to his previously dead body.
So I'm getting like Zeus vibes from this, where they're like, he's the All-Father, but like in the same way that Zeus was like sort of like the big boy head in charge, but also he had a whole ass family and was not the first and stuff, I guess.
And finally, the furtive Pygmy seems to be the least advanced race, which may be in part why it was forgotten.
Get fucked.
Or at least forgotten to the history of the world. After finding the Lord Souls,
Oh yeah, he does use.
Gwyn,
Oh
Nito,
my
and the
God,
Witch of
he
Isolith
uses.
challenged the dragons for dominion over the earth, beginning a great war. As we see in the intro cinematic, the various lords and their followers seem to be confined to caves, whereas the dragons rule outside in areas resembling Ash Lake. And so, when Gwyn, Nito, and the Witch of Isolith found their Lord Souls, they decided to band together and challenge the dragons. While the intro showcases this as being a fairly short and decisive battle, I believe the war actually took a much longer amount of time, with the many developments taking place specifically under the rule of Gwyn.
That makes sense.
Dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 70 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dear.
Where the hell did this cutscene come, or why did I get to talk with him? I was trying to talk with him and he just didn't give a shit. Why is he not speaking? Okay.
Emotions.
While Gwyn used the power of light to slay dragons, his
it's
knights
I know,
fought
I talked to
alongside
him.
And throughout the war, developed dragon-slaying weapons, such as the Dragon Slayer Great Bow, with the best becoming renowned leaders.
Oh, wait, that would then make sense why he had the Dragon Slayer bow, because he was the guy that used it when they defeated all the OG dragons. And that's also like why he was so good at shooting them, is because he built his whole fucking life on defeating a whole butt ton of dragons, and how like he sent the whole world into like the Age of Fire and stuff. Oh, I see. Oh, look at, oh my God, my brain cells are like clicking together. It's making some, okay. Jesus, I'm sorry, I didn't expect to.
Dragon slaying. Knighthood's highest calling.
One such leader was Hawkeye Goff. He became the leader of the famed dragon.
Sorry, I believe it's pronounced Hoch. Sorry. He was used by Hawkeye. Oh, well, he was one of the 4 knights. I saw Goff and I was like, that seems like a name that I recognize, and then I just moved on. So him and Artorias, the guy with the puppy, and the girl inside the Colosseum after we murdered the guy with the puppy, girl boss lady, and then Smough, right? And Ornstein? No, Ornstein wasn't a knight, but Smough was. Oh.
Slayers who would shoot down the high-flying dragons so that...
And Ornstein? Oh, Ornstein, not Smough. Okay. Is Ornstein the big-ass one? Or was Smough... Ornstein was the... Smough... Smough was pretty universally hated. Aw, damn, get fucked, idiot. He was a spear dude? Oh, so Smough was the big-ass dude. Wait, wasn't one of them like a cannibal? Didn't someone say that in chat when we were fighting them? Wasn't he like a fucking, like, a cannibal and ate people or something, and that's why he was hated? Or is this logic? Smough was? He used his hammer to grind people's bones and eat them. That's insane! That's insane! He enjoyed his work. You know, you can enjoy your work without feeling the need to consume it. You know, I really like streaming. I don't want to consume OBS, you know? That's insane. Chat, Smack, no, don't say that. Okay. Others
could then attack them from the ground.
Oh, the Hawk ring. Oh, I didn't notice that because it's Hawkeye. Okay, yeah.
Then, to attack the down beast came another great knight who served Gwyn.
Oh, he literally went into it immediately. I'm sorry I keep pausing. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm trying to learn and not just sit here in silence and watch the video. So sorry if you don't like me pausing a lot. Go watch it on your own.
Dragon Slayer Ornstein, who would bury his Dragon Slayer spear
God
into
fucking damn it. Hold on. Cross spear born from the soul of Ornstein, a Dragon Slayer guarding Anor Londo Cathedral. Inflicts lightning damage effective against dragons. Oh, wait. Oh, it inflicts lightning damage because that's what they used to kill the dragon in the intro cutscene. Oh!
I'm going to bed now.
Good night!
Have fun learning lore.
Thank you, Koyomi! Thank you so much for the blue stupid chat. Thank you! Because the lightning is good against dragons. That makes sense because of Pokemon. Alright. So yeah, and then he uses spears. Those were the spears that they sent. Oh, okay.
with dragon's hide.
Okay, I got you. Okay,
so
we're
many
learning.
Dragons. We can later spot dragon heads mounted on a wall of Anor
Oh my
Londo.
god, I forgot about those! I didn't question. I was like, oh my god, that's a lot of heads, and then I moved on. Wait, it all makes sense now! Okay.
Which were likely attributed to him. In fact, Ornstein was so skilled at slaying dragons, it's possible he was the leader of Gwyn's 4 knights. His armor tells us that Ornstein is believed to be the captain of the 4 knights.
Oh, his golden light armor is imbued with the power of lightning and should provide good protection against it. Oh.
So it's possible he isn't, but either way, he was highly regarded. These 4 Knights of Gwyn were his greatest warriors, and likely all participated in the war against the dragons and were granted rings by Gwyn to indicate their rank. These knights consist of...
and that's where you get the wolf one, because it comes from Artorias, because he got a little boy, he got
Ornstein,
a little puppy!
the Leo, Hawkeye Goth, the Hawk, Artorias, the
Okay,
wolf,
I was right.
and Kieran, the Hornet.
I don't know who the
It's
fuck that
unclear
is.
how
Wait,
Artorias-
I'm sorry, I've never seen that person before. I want to go back real quick.
Hawk, Artorias, the wolf,
Hold on,
and
I'm
Kieran,
so
the
sorry. This guy looks like a Legend of Zelda character. Like, it gives me, like, I think it's the proportions of their face with, like, the, oh, it's the girl, oh, right, it's the girl boss lady, right, I'm sorry. So, she gives me, like Zelda proportions with a, like, really large, pointy head. Yeah, I keep forgetting that she was the knight, because we didn't see her fight, and we didn't see her, like, do anything. She was just sad. I thought it was Artorias' fucking, like, girlfriend. I saw her in Hollow Knight, yeah! No, I get that that's not her real face, and I get that that's a mask. I understand. It's just, you know.
It's unclear how Artorias and Kieran contributed to the war against the dragons, and it is possible they became a part of the 4 Knights later on through their own specialties. Fighting alongside Gwyn and his knights, as we now know thanks to Dark Souls 3.
But she is Artorias' girlfriend? Oh my god, I was right. They just
nameless
such
king.
good chemistry.
The
Her
nameless
and his
king was
grave.
one of the greatest assets fighting against the dragons, being dubbed a god of war.
Is it Heritage of the Sunlight, which wore the ancient ring, boosts the strength of miracles? Lord's Gwyn, first with the god of war, boasts foolishness, less to the lot of the annals, and SAT word. SAT word.
Annals.
A record of events year by year. Oh, okay, cool, I got you. Okay.
And a deific hunter of dragons. His dragon
that's
slayer
not Dark
sword
Souls
spear was a
1.
dragon hunter.
Oh, a dragon hunting weapon with the Age of Gods. Orly's firm of the cross spear, serving as both sword and spear. Its name was the Nameless King and deific hunter of dragons. So that's Gwyn's first baby. The sword spear is imbued with lightning, as which he was the heir. Oh, so he beat the shit out of dragons, and then he was just super, like, impulsive and reckless, and they're like, damn, we don't have that. We're perfectly okay with having a king that puts every single person into a horrific state of constantly existing despite them dying. But we can have someone that's a little bit foolish, a little bit quirky.
Hunting weapon from the Age of Gods, their earliest form of the crossbear serving as both a sword and a spear. Ornstein also uses a crossbear, and it's likely the design came from the Nameless King's weapon of choice. But while the Nameless King did serve his father, Gwyn, for a large amount of time waging war in the dragons,
wait, is that the guy?
This would eventually change, as the Nameless King was once a dragon-slaying god of war before he sacrificed everything to ally himself with the ancient dragon.
Okay, I see he wasn't quirky. I see he wasn't slightly foolish and slightly quirky. He was a traitor. Why don't they describe him as a traitor? Why don't they describe him as a traitor? And not, because they're like, he was foolish. He was a little silly. He was cool and dragon pilled. Oh, they hadn't made that lore up yet. Oh, I see. It would hurt Gwyn's name? Whatever. He was just in a silly, goofy mood one time. He had, he watched Shrek, and he saw what Donkey had, and he was like, damn. God, do I need that dragon pussy. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm deeply apologetic. Okay.
Slayer of Dragons, the former king and war god tamed a Stormdrake, on which he led a lifetime of battle. After befriending the Stormdrake, the Nameless King betrayed his father Gwyn and switched sides, causing all of his deeds and statues built in his honor to be rescinded.
Oh, he had a little puppy. Oh.
Lord Gwyn's firstborn was a god of war, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Today, even his name is not known. Although, he wouldn't be the only major player to change sides during the war.
Like
While
the big
Gwyn
dragon!
and his knights used lightning, arrows, and spears to take down the dragons, the Witch of Izalith and her daughters cast firestorms on the dragons, destroying their homes, and Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease, tearing apart the remains.
I'm sorry, every time.
Finally came Seath the Scaleless, who betrayed the dragons, joining the side of Gwyn and earning the title of Duke for doing so. It's not clear why precisely Seath decided to betray his own kind, but we do know that unlike the other dragons, Seath lacked immortality, so it could have been out of jealousy. Either that...
He was bitter! He has such cool wings! What a badass!
Or was linked to the primordial crystal, which he used to gain immortality.
It is
sorry.
an effect of the primordial crystal. A sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons.
As to how Seath contributed in the war, according to the Moon...
Okay, so my guy was bitter because all of his brothers and, like, siblings and, like, besties, they were all immortal and super cool and badass. And then Seath wasn't, and he was a weak little bitch that could die, and he was upset by the fact that he could die. So the only way he couldn't die is if we got a primordial crystal. He got a primordial crystal, and so by one way or another that may or not be explained in this video, he got the primordial crystal by turning on all the dragons. Or he turned on all the he got the primordial crystal, and then out of bitterness, he turned on all the dragons. The primordial is just the thing you have to break for fighting him. Oh, to turn him immortal! Damn! Wait! He betrayed all of his, like, fucking entire lineage, his entire genealogy, caused a mass genocidal war that wiped out every other dragon in existence, just for a primordial crystal? And this little fucking bitch that's 5 feet tall in an entire wedding dress walks up and instantly kills him? That's so funny! Get fucked, idiot! Damn! Get fucked, idiot! Ah! The sword, one of the rare dragon weapons, came from the tail of Seath the Scaleless. Wait. I see, because he had no scales, which means that he was an immortal. because the scales is the thing that makes you immortal because you can't be like damaged or whatever. So he had scales that meant that he could be fought a lot. So he probably joined the other side because he didn't want to get fucking stabbed with lightning. Ah, I see. I'm now understanding his. My little two brain cells are like crashing together again and making a thought. Seath is the grandfather of sorcery, and this sword is imbued with his magic, which shall be unleashed in a wave of moonlight. Ah, he made int.
Moonlight Greatsword, Seath is the grandfather of sorcery, and we see that further in the Crystal Ember, which was created by Seath the Scaleless, and allows for the highest crystal weapon ascension, with crystal attacks being the most powerful forms of sorcery. Not only that, but the large magic ember can be found in Seath's study after defeating Seath. And according to one of the least powerful spells in the game, Soul Arrow inflicts magic damage, making them effective against iron armor, tough scales, and other physically resilient materials, with tough scales being the key word in this.
Yeah!
As Soul Arrow is effective against tough scales, it's strongly likely that Seath's crystal magic was highly effective.
And Seath the Scaleless.
Ah.
And the dragons were no more.
It's so bright.
Thus began the Age of Fire.
Fire!
After defeating the dragons and winning over the lands, Gwyn and the other lords began their dominion in Lordran.
Oh, I love the music
Gwyn
in the
built a great
background.
city for the gods, far, far above the
It
ancient
sounds like a farming
arch trees of the
sim
dragons,
almost.
and dubbed it Anor Londo, where both giants and human-sized people alike could traverse. The Witch of Izalith and her Daughters of Chaos built their city underground, naming it Izalith. And finally, Nito reigned over the catacombs of Lordran, where the dead would eventually end up. For helping him win the war against the dragons, Gwyn named his 4 knights and bequeathed upon them a fraction of his great lord soul as a gift. Lord Gwyn granted the soul to his 4 most trusted knights. These knights...
Oh! That's why you get the souls from them! Oh! Oh!
knights were sent to hunt down the remaining dragons. Not only this, but Gwyn also gave Seath a fraction of his lord soul as thanks for betraying the dragons. Seath was rewarded with dukedom and given an archive where he was free to research magic at his behest.
Dukedom.
Seath was so talented in sorceries, the land of Vinheim set up a Vinheim Dragon School where sorceries were taught, all seeming to be derivative of...
Oh, he just hung out there and then the school was built around them because he was just a fucking nerd and so they all just hung out with him in order to learn. That's why his whole ass area is stupid sorcery bay.
Seath's studies, and very likely named after him. While Seath influenced the land of Vinheim, an entire religion was built around Gwyn, and in particular prospered in Thurland. Allfather Lloyd's apostles became the head bishop of the Way of White, and the head bishop of the Way of White is the guardian of law and caste, and one of the great royals of Thorland.
That's a lot of terms.
With Anor Londo prospering, another city, New Londo, was built into the mountains for humans of all kinds.
I didn't realize the name Anor Londo, and then we got to make a new city. We got to make a new city. New Londo. Yeah.
And maintained a robust culture. This was built far below Anor Londo with a route to it, and was likely meant as a secondary city where those
that's
not
where the
worthy of
Valley
Anor
of
Londo
Drakes.
could live and look up at Anor Londo in reverence. Lord Gwyn recognized the foresight.
Oh, so you know that guy from Skyrim who's like, do you get up to the Sky District? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. It's like that. Ugh, do you get to? You're from New Londo? Ugh, what am I saying? Do you get up to Anor Londo? Of course not.
Of 4 great leaders of New Londo and granted them their ranks and the fragments of a great soul. These leaders were the 4 kings who would rule over New Londo as Gwyn had deemed them worthy. Finally, there was yet another secret city that was founded by Gwyn.
Nazim, you mean the course by the river?
It's not clear exactly when this city was built, and I think it may have been a little later on, but it was built for the Pygmies who took the Dark Soul. It's my personal thoughts that the city was gifted to the Pygmies a little further down the line. During Gwyn's reign, he had multiple children, but with only 2 known. His firstborn, who likely was born before the Age of Fire and stripped of his annals around this time, and Guinevere, who was a daughter of Lord Gwyn and the princess his annals around this time, and Guinevere, who was a daughter of Lord Gwyn and the Princess of Sunlight, who was cherished by all.
Especially me!
He also had a youngest son, and as evidenced by Dark Souls 3, possibly other daughters, none of whom are known. Gwyndolin is the most prevalent, and the only one relevant to Dark Souls 1. Unlike the Firstborn and Guinevere, Gwyndolin is the Dark Moon deity and lastborn of Gwyn, Lord of Sunlight. The power of the moon was strong in Gwyndolin, and thus he was raised as a daughter. It seems
because there was moon, because moon, so it would canonically affect one. Cause he was born at night, they're like, woman? What the fuck? The moon is symbolic of women. That's great, but like, so I don't get it.
throughout his life, Gwyndolin fought for the adoration of Gwyn, but was shunned to the shadows. Meanwhile, the next 2 come from Dark Souls 3. There's Yorshka, who references Gwyndolin as her brother.
That's a child. What the fuck? Wait, she looks so tall, but also like a baby at the same time. That's weird.
Dark Moon Nights were once led by my elder brother, the Dark Sun Gwyndolin. But he was stricken by illness, and leadership of the Knights fell to me.
Wait, hold up, but I thought, I'm so sorry. I pause every 3 seconds. So, but Gwyndolin said lastborn. Oh, wait, lastborn son. Was that what it was? I remember seeing the terms lastborn. Lastborn of, so I was really confused how the fuck she was alive, but okay, I understand now. Japanese mythology, moon is good, sun is goddess, just every world. No, that's fantastic, and I'm glad that in mythology that's the case, but I still don't understand why they were like, hey, so in this mythology, the moon is a woman. He's really good at like sorcery related to the moon, so therefore, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. We're moving on.
I don't personally think Gwyn is Yorshka's father, especially as we have an item description that states Gwyndolin was his last-born child.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ! Jesus Christ! I need to stop pausing because it literally just says it. It says it every single time.
Yorshka states she's Gwyndolin's younger sister. I think it's either a case of brotherhood by arms, where they were both part of the Dark Moon Knights, and she considers Gwyndolin her brother. Gwyndolin may have helped raise her, and thus she has given him this title, or they could be half-siblings with different fathers, but the same mother.
Or
the City,
they just didn't write the lore in and didn't predict it.
Anor, who it's strongly evidenced is another daughter of Gwyn. Anor, who was sent to the Ringed City by Gwyn, which we'll get to. According to the Small Envoy banner, it was used by envoys of Great Lord Gwyn in the days of yore. For the Pygmies, who took the Dark Soul, the Great Lord gifted the Ringed City,
I'm like nodding
an isolated
along.
place at World's End.
I don't know what any of these terms are.
Youngest daughter, promising her that he would come
I didn't
for
play
her
Dark
when
Souls
the day
3.
came. For a long time, Gwyn and the various gods ruled the lands and prospered, but their reign would eventually be threatened. Like any fire, the first flame's time is final.
Yeah, I'm kind of like just nodding along with the Dark Souls 3 parts.
A new development sprung up amongst humans, carriers of an accursed dark sign. These members of the dark became accursed undead who could not die and would continue to
every time I see the dark sign, I'm like, whoa, that looks like something that I recognize. And it takes me like a solid 5 seconds to click that the thing that it looks like that I recognize is from Dark Souls, and I'm just really dumb. Like, I'm like, whoa, that looks like that thing from Dark Souls! And that's like completely unironic in my head. Like, I just get so excited. Yeah, what the fuck? It's Buff Ryan Reynolds!
To be brought back until they slowly hollowed out, going insane. Not all were happy with Gwyn's reign, and one of these seems to be the goddess Velka. Her crows are found all over.
The bird's a fucking goddess? I thought it was just a big-ass bird!
For a dark ember, which states occult weapons were used to hunt the gods and are effective against their followers and kin. While it's not clear who was in charge, it's possible she utilized this knowledge to lead a rebellion against Gwyn and the other deities. In an ill-fated plot to destroy the very gods, the followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead. For more info on Velka and the connection to the occult, I recommend checking out my Dark Souls 1 lore video.
I don't remember seeing this. Is that Dark Souls 1? I don't remember fighting birds. I just had to make the video view you were watching bigger by pushing the full screen button on it.
Rebellion was stopped. It was likely thanks to yet another of Gwyn's 4 knights, Kieran. These deadly women shift nimbly between layers of darkness.
Wait, I never fought her.
Into the night air and
wait, was I supposed to fight her?
Into the minds of their targets.
Oh, that's the painted world.
With her dagger laying waste to Lord Gwyn's enemies. As the flame continued to fade, and the lords rule over the lands with it, the Witch of Izalith concocted a plan. The Witch of Izalith attempted to duplicate the first flame from a soul, but instead created a distorted being of chaos and fire. Its power formed a bed of life, which would become the source of all demons.
My mother, the Witch of Izalith, was one of the primeval lords. Her power came from the soul that she found near the first flame. She focused this power to light a flame of her own. But she failed to control it. The flame of chaos engulfed Mother and my sisters, and molded them into deformed creatures.
With the newly formed demons and the Witch of Izalith's failure, Gwyn waged war against the demons for control of the land. He sent his noble knights after them, who used their weapons to face chaos demons. We can even see this happening in Dark Souls 3, with Black Knights still continuing to fight the remaining demons of the land. And Gwyn's knights were able to win this war, which is evidenced by just about every demon in Dark Souls being found in the Demon's Runes and Izalith, as well as Quelaag's cut dialogue.
Yeah, no, that totally wasn't because they were lazy and they just used the same model. No, yeah, no, it's totally, yeah. Yeah.
Go back, forbidden be these parts. The realm of the creatures of chaos. They accept their banished fate.
We do see Batwing demons serving Gwyn outside of Anor Londo, and similar to Seath, they may have betrayed the demons and switched sides.
I'm moving it back down.
I
moved it up so because I thought there's gonna be more subtitles right here of the text, but then there wasn't. So I just
condition of losing the war. Their demon spears further evidence this, stating, the weapon of these chaos demons wandering Anor Londo are different from those of other chaos demons and are imbued with lightning. Lightning being the weapon type of Gwyn and not of chaos. We eventually find an asylum demon guarding the undead asylum.
Reusing acids as part of the lore is a fantastic strategy. Good on them. Sorry, I'm taking my vitamins.
With the failure of the life soul to create a duplicated first flame, the fire only continued to fade. And if Koth is to be trusted, actually mostly did fade.
And soon the flames did fade.
Why? Warn us next time.
Only dark remained.
Jesus.
Thus began the Age of Men. The Age of Dark. However, Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark, clinging to his Age of Fire and in dire fear of humans and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them.
I keep thinking of Harry Potter.
Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature.
I honestly bounce back and forth on the timeline of certain events, and I'd love to know what you guys think is the timeline of this era. But as the Batwing demons serve as envoys for various locations, including the Ring City, it seems possible the establishment of the Ring City actually came after the failure of the Witch of Izalith. And in fearing the Dark Souls and humanity, for the Pygmies who took the Dark Soul, the Great Lord gifted the Ringed City. We can also find a statue in the Ring City of Gwyn gifting a crown and Chloranthy ring to a Pygmy, further sealing this connection. The ring knights of the city wear armor of early men that were forged in the abyss.
Whoa, wait, that armor set looks so fucking badass! Whoa! Whoa! Wait, that looks so fucking cool! Oh! Okay, sorry.
And betray a smidgen of life. For this reason, the gods cast a seal of fire upon such armor, and those who possess them.
Fire cloaks
Again,
as well.
not only does this showcase the gods' fear of the dark and the abyss, but that this happened after the start of the abyss, which began to spread around this time.
Oh,
One
those
of
are
the
the
first
dudes.
places this happened was likely the land of Ulusil, given Manus, who has the title Father of the Abyss. However, while I think the spread first started due to Manus, it seems shortly afterwards the abyss also began to spread in New Londo.
Long ago, the four kings were powerful men. Only their hearts were weak. When an evil serpent dangled the art of life
I forgot about the four kings.
before them, they were unable to resist and became
That's the guy I
pawns of
killed?
evil.
Wait.
This evil serpent being the primordial
Wait,
serpent.
I'm sorry. Wait, did I? Who was that guy? Wait. Wait, was that the guy that gives you your Estus? Because I remember I killed that guy. I killed that man. The guy behind the rock. Ingwer. Oh wait, right. It was the guy that was like standing off on a roof, right? Yeah, I just walked up to him and killed him. Yeah. Well, yeah, because I was in a fucking city full of enemies. They can't they can't just throw in NPCs that look like enemies. He looks shady.
Serpent Darkstalker Koth.
Ah, if you wish, I shall grant the art of life drain, the legendary power of the Dark Lord. It can preserve your humanity while undead and cast off the shackles placed upon your brethren.
Koth, who seeks the end of the Age of Fire, and for the rule of an undead who will rule the Age of Dark as a Dark Lord. While Koth's reasoning for this is unknown, the four kings accept his offer and begin the spread of the abyss in New Londo.
Oh, that's
when the four kings were seduced by evil, their knights became...
Wait, okay, so the four kings... Hold on, we're gonna go to the wiki, because I'm getting really confused by the four kings. Where's the search bar? Four kings. Four kings. Hold on. The four kings access the key of the seal from Ingward. Fuck is it? Oh, right. Ingward is the guy that I murdered immediately. Okay, cool. As well as the covenant of Artorias, which is the ring. Yeah. Okay. They were once the great leaders of New Londo, and in recognition for their foresight. Okay, so they made the city. Gwyn made Anor Londo, and they made New Londo. And Gwyn was like, yo, good job making a city or whatever. Pog. Gwyn granted them with their ranks and apportioned fragments of a Lord Soul discovered from the first flame. Wait, Gwyn had a whole bunch of just spare Lord Souls just like vibing around? The fuck? When the four kings were seduced by evil, their knights became dark wraiths, users of the art of life drain. In an effort to contain the threat they posed, New Londo was flooded, trapped the four kings of the dark wraiths into the abyss, and sacrificed the city of New Londo and the countless lives therein. Damn, so they got manipulated into evil. And they were like, well, just fucking close the door and murder everyone in it. Pug, okay. Okay. Summon signs, strategies, yeah. It's pitch black, where there's, because they're in the abyss. Alright. Neat. No, I don't want information. I don't want can I get any more, like, fun facts about them? Trivia. The sword used by the four kings was intended, but it was removed. There are the only holders of a Lord Soul or bequeathed Lord Soul. Lord Soul or bequeathed Lord Soul shard that are not shown in the opening cinematic, which makes sense because they're spooky in the abyss. concept art looks badass. Look at that, bro. You know what this image reminds me of? Let me grab it 1 second. You know what it reminds me of? Like, open that up and then hold on. Hold on. It reminds me, give me the, here it is. Sorry, this. It reminds me of this. This image. And I'm ashamed that my first default is I saw a person with a wing, with like a black wing, and I was like, ah, the Nightcore video. The Nightcore video, of course. All right, anyway, cool. Where were we at? We're here, okay.
Came dark wraiths, servants of the dark. These dark wraiths then began to wreak havoc on the citizens of New
because they have lifesteal, I remember, because they will steal your humanity. Oh!
Londo, stealing their humanity. The dark wraiths, incited by
The
Koth,
67K views Nightcore video from 11 years ago? Well, yeah, you know
With the
it.
abyss spreading, another one of Gwyn's 4 knights was sent out to stop the spread. The knight Artorias. Sir Artorias hunted the dark wraiths, and his sword strikes harder against dark servants.
According to legend, the knight Artorias crossed the abyss and annihilated the atrocious dark wraiths.
Even with Artorias traversing the abyss
That's
in order
why
to
you
destroy
need
the dark
the
wraiths,
Covenant
the
of the
spread was too much.
Artorias.
In order to prevent the abyss and the 4 kings from spreading their influence beyond New Londo, the various sealers, including Ingward, decided to make a great sacrifice. The sealers flooded New Londo to banish the dark wraiths and the 4 kings.
Oh, wait. Oh, okay, so that's why you need the Ring of Artorias or whatever to put it on. But that's also, I forgot that when you go to New Londo that everything was fucking flooded and you have to remove the pipes. And then the minute you get access to the pipes, you get access to, that's when you start fighting the dark wraiths. Oh, it all makes sense. You remember where you got the ring from Sif, right? His puppy?
The agonizing decision was made with the realization that countless lives and the robust culture of the city would be lost.
Hog.
The victims now roamed the ruins as ghosts.
Oh.
And indeed, the consequences were dire. While Gwyn sent the Pygmies to the Ring City, there was one important one who wasn't, and the one who I believe to be the furtive Pygmy, as we find it in a cave underneath Oolacile at what appears to be a special burial site. Tempted by Koth, the citizens of Oolacile set loose, and I believe tortured the furtive Pygmy, causing his fragment of the Dark Soul to go wild, turning him into Manus, and causing the spread of the abyss within Oolacile.
Seduced by a dark serpent or no, they awoke that thing themselves and drove it mad. One's demise is always one's own making.
For the full tale on the
This is Dave Control, Dark Soul Remaster, Lore of the Story. Dave Control. Okay, so Manus was like the big guy, and he went Angie, but yeah, that was...
I'd recommend checking out my Dark Souls 1 lore video on that very topic. Either way, Artorias stepped in to stop Manus in the spread of the abyss, but failed.
Soon, I will be consumed by them, by the dark.
That's why he had the abyss around him! Oh, that's what he would... Oh, but... Oh, okay.
A time-traveling undead would end up being the one to complete Artorias' job for him. However, not before Oolacile had been completely destroyed by the spread of the abyss. Eventually, the magic of Oolacile would wear out, and the forest would overtake the once great city, turning it to ruins, and transforming it into the Darkroot Garden and Basin. Something else I think is important.
Wait, that's so right. I forgot because the original, when you go back in time, the whole forest was super cute and it was super adorable. And like you had all of those gardeners trimming the trees, and then you come back later and it was just a bunch of fucking miserable people and it looked like shit. Oh, that's so sad. Oh no.
Important to note here is the Way of White. The Way of White is a covenant primarily popular in the land of Thorland that services Gwyn. We know that the head bishop of the Way of White was an apostle to Allfather Lloyd, uncle to Lord Gwyn. Not only this, but according to Lloyd's talisman, in the outside world, the undead are cursed creatures, and Lloyd's cleric knights are widely praised for their undead hunts. This only further proves Koth's point that Gwyn feared the dark, but there's more to this I find important, and that comes from the Way of White clerics who turn undead.
Undead clerics are given a mission to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires with humanity. Through kindling, we shall one day be granted magnificent powers.
This brings up something incredibly important to note about humanity. According to an interview with Hidetaka Miyazaki on the Japanese radio show Game no Shokutaku, when asked about the furtive pygmy, Miyazaki responds, "The image is something
he's reading
like a human ancestor. It found the Lord's soul, and humanity is like a fragment of it. Kind of like an ancestor, so the descendants..."
Wait, I'm sorry, what the fuck? Hold on, the image is something like the human ancestor, so the furtive pygmy is like the Homo sapiens kind of thing. It found the Lord's soul, and humanity is like a fragment of it, and it became, okay, kind of like an ancestor, so the descendants have a part of that. Alright, okay, wait. Okay, so it's kind of like Homo sapien turned into like what humans are, but also at the same time, it's kind of like when your great-great-grandma has like red hair, and so because of that, you have red hair, because it's like, it just kind of gets passed down through the ages, only instead of red hair, it is the fact that you can turn into a human and have cool, weird, non-dying powers.
Have a part of that soul. The humanity sprites themselves tell us that this black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? It's my belief that humanity is that split portion of the Lord's soul the furtive pygmy found, and therefore all humans have a piece of the dark soul within them. This is speculation, but it's my belief that the Covenant was set up in order to trick undead into betraying themselves. If we look at bonfires as a sort of extension of the First Flame, Gwyn's entire Way of White Covenant is essentially set up to...
Okay, hold on. I gotta wait for my brain cells to catch up. What the fuck did he just say? What the fuck did he just say? So... Yeah, so... We have humanity, and... He thinks that...
Hunt undead,
we're continuing on!
Kindle the First Flame with humanity, or pieces of the Dark Soul. The followers are then told that those who do will one day be granted magnificent powers. They're essentially being tricked into extending the Age of Fire with a false promise for power.
Oh, I got you. Okay, the Way of the White are like, yo, fucking undead, you should become this, and you should, the only way you can do that is, okay.
Power. While it's not clear if these events took place after or before the following event, one thing was clear. The situation was dire, and Gwyn decided to sacrifice himself to preserve his Age of Fire.
Okay, we're moving on.
Lord
Fucking
Gwyn,
fuck that section.
bearer of the ultimate soul, divided that power among his clan before linking the flame. Gwyn linked the fire, giving himself and his soul up as kindling for the First Flame in order to extend his age.
Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature by sacrificing himself to link the fire and commanding his children to shepherd the humans.
Okay.
With Gwyn gone in a tumbling Age of Fire, Lordran slowly dilapidated over time. At one point, an undead settlement arose, with the cursed humans turning undead, creating their own town, only for them to slowly go hollow over time, with the city falling to ruin. Seath began experimenting on everything he could, including Princess Guinevere's handmaidens. He set out channeling...
That's what they were? Oh, that's so sad. God.
The Snatchers, as they were called, who ventured to far lands to find suitable human specimens. However, Seath's quest for knowledge eventually turned him mad, with his magical creations inhabiting his archive.
Oh, that makes
sense! Most of the remaining gods fled from Lordran.
Ah yes, the toughest boss fight in Elden Ring, the Lawman.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. You're damn right. Thank you for the stupid chat. Thank you.
Including Gwyn's own
Whoa! Whoa! Oh, wait, you're so right. Whoop!
daughter, Gwynevere, the Princess of Sunlight, Gwynevere, left Anor Londo along with many other deities, and later became wife to flame god Flann. And with that...
Bro, his name was Flann? Like the dessert?
Gwyndolin, the only remaining child of Gwyn, set up illusions from the shadows. The Dark Sun Gwyndolin is the only remaining deity in Anor Londo. Gwyndolin creates an illusion of Gwynevere and controls this illusion, acting as a shadow ruler of
Gwyndolin was a VTuber? Gwyndolin was a VTuber? He was a big-titty mommy VTuber?
Anor Londo. He also creates an illusion in front of the Dark Moon Tomb, and is very likely every illusory wall within Dark Souls has been created by Gwyndolin in order to prevent the undead from finding certain things. For example, there's an illusory wall blocking access to the Great Hollow and location of Ash Lake, the location of...
I don't know what that means. Oh God, what does that mean? It doesn't sound like what? It doesn't look like what? He was my big titted waifu. Thank you for the stupid chat though. Thank you so much.
This doesn't sound like TB Skyen.
My big titty GF. My big titty GF. Another great lore guy? Oh, well, yeah, it doesn't sound like another lore guy because it's not. It's Dave Control. Your marriage to Gwynevere was like the guy who... Fuck
Your marriage
you.
to Gwynevere was like that guy who married Hatsune Miku, _ Cheri Clown.
She can relate. Shut up! Thank you, Aniran, for the 5. Arfal, thank you for the 2, and Sapphire as well. Thank you! Gwyndolin might not have big Tata. No, she does, because, like, he was mimicking her, right?
everlasting dragons. Most notably, Gwyndolin casts an illusion over Anor Londo itself. As the fire has been fading, its effects can be felt across the lands, and the true Anor Londo is actually steeped in moonlight.
Don't worry,
Killing the illusion of
Cheri.
Gwynevere
This
that
just
Gwyndolin has
means you
set
can
up will
relate
break
more
this
to her.
illusion and reveal just how close the first flame is to fading.
Thou that tarnisheth the godmother's image.
What?
I am Gwyndolin. And thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
What?
In the ancient legends, it is stated.
You realize the whole brightness and shine of Anor Londo is all fake? The whole place is dark and miserable, the enemies change as well? That's insane. Yeah, I never hit her because she was my wife. Yeah, Ocean, that's what happens when
I
you
left
watch
for
a video.
44 minutes and we're still watching this video.
Yeah, that's
How
what happens when you watch your videos. Time goes by. Yeah. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah. I didn't... Yeah, I never... The Silver Knights were illusions too? What do they turn into? What do they turn into? Yeah, I never hit her because she was my fucking wife. Of course not. Why would I hit her?
That one day an undead shall be chosen.
Oh, Black Knight. Oh, they just turned into nothing? I went through so much fucking trouble and they weren't even real? I went through so much goddamn trouble. I died to those motherfuckers like 500 million times and they didn't even fucking exist?
To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lord.
Boo! Why would you not hit her? It's Dark Souls?
Lord.
Because she was my wife. I liked her.
When the game takes place, Lordran is in a decrepit state, with the Age of Fire near its finality. The undead are viewed as a scourge on the earth, with an asylum built to transport certain undead to. However, a legend exists that is spread throughout the lands, such as that of Astora.
There is an old saying in my family.
Oh,
Thou
it's
who
the
art
guy I
undead
killed.
art chosen. In thine exodus from the undead asylum, maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know.
This legend being perpetuated by King Seeker Frampt, who tells the chosen undead who does finally ring the bell of awakening, seemingly meant to test an undead warrior and meant to wake him up.
Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
And in visiting Anor Londo,
Frampt manipulated me? Wait, what? Wait. NPCs in video games are not allowed to lie to me. They're not allowed to lie to me. So wait, why did he want me to succeed Gwyn? What was the benefit that he had? Why there's fucking 2 serpents? What do you mean there's 2 serpents? What do you mean 2? The fuck? Where's the other one? He wanted the Age of Fire to continue? He wanted to start the fire. There's a note on the dock for you. We did it. Oh. Wait. You didn't meet him because you have to go kill the 4 kings without talking to Frampt in order to talk to him. This is why the 4 kings are the only one of the 4 lords that you can access prior to beating ONS, because New Londo are covered in water and require the Ring of Sift into the Abyss. They are not sealed by the Grey Lord's power with the Golden Fog Wall. Oh! That makes it possible to kill them. If you do so, then you learn more about the Path of Dark, which is the second ending. Okay, so literally the only reason that you could know that there's 2 serpents and that Frampt exists and shit like that is if you go completely out of your way, completely to a random ass location that you're supposed to do later, and you skip a whole bunch. You go there, and then they're like, oh, haha, yeah. God damn it, I hate Dark Souls. I hate Dark Souls so much.
Londo, the chosen undead finds none other than Guinevere. However, is never told that she's actually an illusion. Guinevere tells the chosen undead,
O chosen undead, I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight.
Which, of course, is a straight-up lie.
Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee, and beseech thee. Succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight.
They lied to us! She was lying! I mean, fucking Gwyndolin was lying! No! That little bitch!
And avert further undead sacrifices.
And if the chosen undead succeeds, the fire completely engulfs them, reigniting the Age of Fire.
That little bitch! Solaire's real? I don't think I even met Solaire in the game.
The gods have schemed to trick the undead into furthering the Age of Fire, which is good or bad depending on your personal perspective. As Guinevere's Gwyndolин's illusion, we can infer that everything coming out of her is actually coming from him. So this legend of the...
I don't like how he said everything coming out of her is coming out. I don't like that. I don't like the implications of that.
Chosen undead seems to be a false creation in order to get the undead to do the gods' bidding. That said, it's not fully clear who created the legend of the chosen undead. It could have been Gwyn's idea that he passed.
Oh, so oh my god, wait. So the whole, you're the chosen one, you are special, you are unique, you need to go do this, is up to you. That's just a fucking lie. That doesn't exist. That's not anything. There is no chosen, you're the significant one. They're just like, yeah, you... This... Oh...
on to Kingseeker Frampt and Gwyndolin before he went to reinvigorate the Age of Fire with his own soul. Or it could have been Frampt or Gwyndolin himself who concocted the idea. And there's more to it. In order to even enter into the Kiln of the First Flame, where the chosen undead can unwittingly sacrifice themselves to extend the Age of Fire, they must fill and present a Lord Vessel, which contains the souls of other major lords. And if you look at the souls that this must contain, it includes defeating the Witch of Izalith and obtaining her life soul, defeating Nito and obtaining his death soul, and wiping out both the four kings and Seath, who have gained bequeathed souls of Gwyn, and therefore major portions of the light soul.
The beings who possess these souls have outlived their usefulness, or have chosen the path of the wicked. As the primordial serpent, I implore you to defeat them and claim their souls. Let there be no guilt. Let there be no vacillation.
Not only that, but on your journey, the chosen undead will have slain hundreds of other undead, gained humanity, and sacrificed all of the portions of the Dark Soul that they have obtained. In other words, Gwyndolin has schemed for the undead to reclaim every Lord Soul taken from the fire and return it as kindling to extend the God's Age of Fire. And this legend has been going on for a long time, which explains why so many creatures are automatically hostile towards the player, who, along with other undead, have been repeatedly coming to exterminate them and their gods. And this brings us to the finale of
was trying to kill them. I never understood it. Okay.
The game, the chosen undead coming to the first flame, equipped with the souls of all of the major lords from a dilapidated and dying kingdom. Will you, as the chosen undead, choose to extend the Age of Fire for an extended period of time before the flame will ultimately wither out and die? Or will you allow the flame to die and become the Dark Lord of a new era, the Age of Dark? That wraps up the story and major plot points.
Fucking what the fuck? They were sort of beyond hope. Oh. What the fuck? What? What? What the fuck? Okay. So we aren't special. We aren't the chosen one. They would talk to someone every 3 seconds, and every person they came up to, they'd be like, ha! Ha! You're the chosen one! You're so special, teehee! And then you would beat people up. Is that... Okay, wait, so am I understanding it correctly? That you would kill people, and then you would get their piece of, like, the Lord's soul, and then you would sacrifice... Wait, what was the Lord... Like, what's the... What? What? They just needed the fire back... The game actually ends when you settle down with your dragon princess girlfriend Priscilla and live in a beautiful painting of peace and love. Oh, that sounds beautiful. Remember the guy in the beginning that seemed so down and unimpressed by you? Oh, the guy in Firelink Shrine? Oh, he was unimpressed because I'm like the 17th, 100th guy that he's seen. You gathered fuel for the flame? So by leveling up, I became, like, better fuel? Do you remember Oscar? I killed him immediately. Bro, what the fuck? What? He was also a chosen undead. He was distraught because he learned there were 2 bells and he couldn't do it. Oh, the poor guy. Oh, the poor guy. He was the chosen one and he realized he couldn't do it. And so he let us do. Oh, he was so hopeful. He was so hopeful. So you had to sacrifice yourself to continue the Age of Fire, stop people from becoming mindless zombies? Yeah, and they just fucking lied to us. That's why he freed all the undead? Oh, because he was just like, fuck it, everyone tries. Oh, so when the other undead come up and randomly attack me, it's them doing the same thing as me coming up and attacking them. Like, we both think that we're... Bro, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? What? I want to go play the game again now that I understand everything. I want to go play the game again now that I get it. Oh, most dead on hollows. They died so much that they went broke. Ah, okay. The Oscar wasn't hit by the boulder. He was yeeted there by the asylum. Oh, really? I thought he was hit by the boulder. I thought I hit him. Oh, okay. Damn. I'm not even sad. Like I think I don't like you guys say that it's like a big sad story. I'm not even sad. I'm just like, whoa, that's cool, you know? Like I just like it was like a big like a prank, so I guess I was just like mind blown, I guess, but I don't really feel sad about it. I don't think the whole story was sad. He whacked him through the ceiling. I thought I hit him. I thought he was just walking and I hit him with the boulder. Oh. This game's so cool. That's so cool. It's a bit fucked. Yeah, but I don't think the bit fucked is sad. I don't think sad, like, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, there are a lot of sad things in it, but I don't think it's like it's sad. I think it's just fucking like wild. I don't know. Okay. Interesting. Okay, hold on. We're gonna go to this one. Nope. Shut the fuck up. No. This one. Oh, that one. All right. Did I ever play the DLC? I did play the DLC. Of Dark Souls 1? Yeah. The next game that we're playing is Dark Souls 2. Which, I mean, I guess that's cool because, I didn't... Wait, was Havel another chosen undead? Was Solaire another chosen undead? Were they just fucking guys? Alright. Yeah, this is, the Ashen Hollow, Dark Souls lore, common misconceptions. It's like a 10-minute video. He's a Knight of Gwyn? Oh.
What's crack-a-lackin', you amazing people of planet Earth? I'm Jake the Ashen Hollow. This video is going to be a little bit different than my usual lore videos. Over the months of doing this, I've had hundreds, maybe even thousands of awesome conversations with you guys, though admittedly some didn't go quite as planned. You'll know that applies to you if you can't comment on this video. Anyways, I've no...
I love the Souls like fandom. I love the Souls like fandom so much.
Some people bring up certain things to provide with their points that aren't necessarily true to the game, so this video will be covering common misconceptions in the lore of Dark Souls. So let's start with what I think is the most popular misconception. The Firstborn was banished because he lost the annals of history.
Well, I know that's incredible. Oh my god, this is like a quiz. Hold on. Okay, true or false? The Firstborn was banished because he lost the annals of history. That wasn't the case. The Firstborn was banished because he had a pet dragon that he really liked, and he took the side of his pet bro, and they flew off into the distance into like the sunset, and then they fucked. And they did, and then Gwyn was like, no, I don't want you to fuck dragons because dragons are big, stinky, stupid. And that's why he was banned.
This misconception is brought up due to a slight mistranslation on the ring of the sun's firstborn. That says, but his foolishness led to a loss of the annals and rescinding of his deific status. Basically, what this was meant to say is exactly what the sunlight medal says. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status.
Wait, I'm sorry, can I say, who led to a loss of the annals. Oh, you know what? Now that I read this, it does sound like that. Like, it sounds like the misconception that he wrote earlier, that because his foolishness, he lost the annals, he lost history. But I just straight up didn't read that. Like, I just was like, oh yeah, his foolishness made him be lost to history, not loss of history.
Basically,
I just
what this
fucking,
was meant
yeah,
to say
cool.
is exactly what the sunlight medal says. The symbol represents Lord Gwyn's firstborn, who lost his deity status and was expunged from the annals. Annals, for those of you who don't know, is simply just...
I googled it, you fool. You stupid little idiot. I pulled up Google and defined it for you. If you meet Seath the dog before... Oh, if you meet Seath before in the DLC before fighting him, he recognizes you in a special cutscene before the fight for Artorias' Abyss Ring. He starts to fight sad because he has to fight you because he recognizes you? The fuck? What the fuck? Oh.
recorded history. So if you will, just imagine a really big-ass history book. The Firstborn losing the annals themselves just wouldn't make sense, as we'd probably know very little about the past if he did, but he himself
You can look up
was
Seath.
lost
Okay,
to
I'll
the
do that
annals,
after this
meaning
video.
They essentially erased him from history, which makes a lot more sense, especially considering now we know the thing that they likely viewed as his foolishness was siding with the dragons, not
fucking
losing the history
dragons.
book.
Yes.
Even Griggs of Vilheim
Although
mentions being worried
it
that
is
the
foolish
annals of
to use
history
a
will
history
paint Logan
book.
in a negative light. They're not lost. Now let's continue this list in no particular
All right,
order.
next quiz.
Number
Come
2.
on.
The Witch of Izalith is the bed of chaos.
Oh. Is that...
Now I know I myself have had a few theories regarding the witch, but this is neither against or in defense of those theories, just a non-biased
true.
perspective.
Right?
On nearly all descriptions of the Witch of Izalith, and even the ones including her daughter, it consistently says things such as the witch was consumed by chaos, or that the witch gave birth to the bed of chaos, or that she was engulfed by chaos. Never once that she became the bed of chaos.
I
It's quite
see.
persistent and specific that she birthed it. Now, whether you want to believe that she escaped or that the chaos itself killed her is up to you, but the bed of chaos is not actually the witch. In fact, it was there for
Misconception, she's actually Izalith the witch.
some time until the witch herself and her daughters lost control of it.
Hi,
We receive
Banana!
her Lord Soul from it due to her using it in an attempt to recreate the first flame, or perhaps we get it because she did die. The deciding is up to you. Just clearing things up here.
Yeah, I always thought though, yeah, I feel like this is one of those ambiguity things where like you don't really know, and it's kind of up to interpretation, and a lot of people interpret it that way. Like it's not a mistranslation, it's just like it's not specifically spelled out. I don't, yeah.
Number 3. Priscilla was imprisoned in the Painted World.
Yeah, I know who the fuck
Priscilla
this
was
is. I never
not,
went to
in
the
fact,
Painted
imprisoned in
World.
the Painted World. The clues don't suggest that at all. This is one of those things that I'm not sure how it became such a popularized opinion. Sure, her soul says trapped inside the Painted World, but trapped definitely has more than one meaning.
Yeah, she's around the bed of
doll
chaos as her
itself
soul,
says there
and
was
yeah,
once an abomination who had no place in this world.
There was once an abomination. Oh, he's reading it.
She clutched this doll tightly and eventually was drawn into a cold and lonely painted world. That definitely
This is
doesn't
great. I
sound
didn't
like
go
an
here,
imprisonment.
so
The painting guardians themselves are even guarding the entrance of the painting, not guarding it as in waiting to see if Priscilla.
Oh wait, isn't this where
They're
the
guarding it
things
from
were at the
people
top?
getting
It's so
in.
dark.
Even the dagger cut from her tail has a wielded style similar to the painting guardians. Priscilla is the antithesis of all life, thus she fled to the painted world to save her own life. She's trapped there because if she leaves, she'll
Cool.
likely be
Yeah, I
hunted.
didn't go there.
Seems pretty cut and dry.
I ignored
Alright, so
it.
let's call this one number 4 and 5, the gender identity crisis. The Butchers
Oh.
of the Depths? Yeah, these are women, commonly thought...
Who? Oh, this is going into Dark Souls things. Okay, or Dark Souls like 2 or 3.
There's never been an Age of Dark. A lot of people think that there's never actually been an Age of Dark, and we've been in the Age of Fire nonsense.
Oh, I skipped the death. Wait, is that also a location that I just fucking skipped? Whoops.
Stop. That isn't quite true. Koth tells us that the flames did indeed fade, and that only dark remained, and that thus began the Age of Dark. But Gwyn trembled at the dark and threw himself onto the fire to restart his Age of Fire. Number 7. Solaire could still be the Firstborn. You'd be surprised how many times I still hear this. No. Just no. 1,000,000 times no. Please just stop. Number 8. basilisk's eyes.
Oh, you're not gonna give any reasons? You're not gonna give any reasons? You're just gonna like, nah, you're stupid and moving on? The normal progression is lower on Degberg, Depths, Blighttown. You skipped all that with the Master Key? Yeah, I skipped a lot, I guess. Whoopsies. Whoopsies.
These big balls of shit aren't actually their eyes. Their eyes are on the sides of their head, right here. Not really much to do with lore, but still interesting. Number 9. Ornstein died in Dark Souls 1. Not quite. I can't explain to you with a certainty what we killed in Dark Souls 1, but it wasn't Ornstein. My money is on that he was an illusion, you know, because of Gwyndolin and shit.
Okay.
Ornstein's armor in Dark Souls 3 says, "In the dragonless age, this knight who long guarded the ruined cathedral left the land in search of the nameless king." Even Smough's hammer says this. Twisted Great Hammer associated with Smough, the last knight to remain.
Is it Smough? I thought it was Smough. Is it Smough? Okay, sorry.
At his post, guarding the ruined cathedral. So Ornstein left, and Smough was the last to guard the cathedral, aka.
So, wait, Smough was Smough was the cannibal guy. Smough was the cannibal guy, and he was just a fucking illusion, I guess. And then he fucked off and tried to find Gwyn's firstborn.
Was the last one there when we arrived. So Ornstein actually being gone and an illusion taking his place in Anor Londo makes a whole lot of sense.
No, Ornstein was an illusion. I'm gonna fucking cry. Okay, Ornstein was the cannibal. Okay.
Everything as it was. The sun, his sister, the Silver Knights, even Ornstein were all illusions to keep Anor Londo seemingly as it was. Number 10. Gwyn exiled the Firstborn. This is another quite popular misconception I've seen,
that was
and
true.
Also the most easily debunked. I'll do it in a single item description. Sunlight Blade says, when the eldest son was stripped of his deific status, he left this on his father's coffin, perhaps as a final farewell. I don't know about you, but I think it'd be pretty difficult to place something on the coffin of a guy who just banished me and is still very much alive.
But I thought Gwyn was alive. I thought we fought Gwyn. I'm so fucking confused. So he's technically dead because he sacrificed himself. He sacrificed himself for the fire so everything could keep going. So that means that he dead, but he had like this like hollowed husk because when he did that, everyone was like, oh my god, there's immortality now. Everyone that dies comes back. So he came back as like a hollowed. Okay. So that means that he was like dead though, and so he died, and then Gwyn's son just fucks off and lives with his his dragon waifu. Okay. So okay. Yeah. Did the nameless king just betray back when the dragons were still alive though? Yeah, that's what I always thought. Was that his I always kind of assumed that the nameless king was way early on, and that while they were fighting the dragons, he fucked off and like made love with his dragon pet. But then like that's why it was so bad. Because like everyone being already dead and everything kind of sucking, and like the power of the flame like going away, stuff like that, and he was like, yo, I think this dragon is reformed, I'm gonna go hang out with him. I feel like striking him from the record completely and forgetting him and his name and everything that he was is kind of a very drastic change. Like, yeah, because the betrayal comes from joining the dragons, not fighting Gwyn's forces. Yeah, no, but that's what I mean, like, I thought, so what I thought the timeline was that they were in the process of fighting dragons. What's-his-face, the Scaleless, was like, yo, besties, did you know that the scales make us immortal and you should just shoot us with lightning and then you can kill us? Teehee. Anyway, I have a primordial crystal now. Woo! And so he went to the, like, the human side. And then at the same time, or like in a very close amount of time, the Nameless King guy was like, yo, everyone says that dragons are evil and we're in a giant, like, decade-long war against dragons and, like, everyone is being murdered. Anyway, I have this pet dragon and I'm gonna go hang out with him. And so they shunned him. They shunned him against, like, the rest of it, and then they struck him from the history and stuff like that. But no, it turns out, yeah, no, I know, they're not humans. You get what I mean. It's, shut up. The non-dragons. Anyway, so, but that means, but according to this video, so, Dragon battle happened, Dragon battle was over, succeeded, beautiful fire, and everyone was super happy. They made Anor Londo, they made New Londo, they made all the other towns, everyone was thriving, everything was great, and then it stopped thriving, everything happened, the bed of chaos became a thing, and then that didn't work, and then Gwyn sacrificed himself, and he became like a husk, and at that moment, like centuries and like a giant time later, Nameless King was like, yo, I have a pet dragon, I'm gonna go hang out with him. And then everyone just collectively decided to strike him from history. Like, that's so drastic. Who decided that? Because Gwyn was dead. Who decided that? Wait, but after Seath, but before the war was over? But that means that this thing doesn't make sense, though. This little text
just
piece
banished me and is still very much alive.
It sounds like it left in the Age of Fire. That's what I'm thinking.
Even if I could find a coffin for a guy still kicking.
Because in this one, he's saying that the reason that he left the sword on a thing before he was banished, because means that Gwyn was dead. What? What? After the war, before Gwyn torched herself. That makes more sense. But then Gwyn had to be alive, so how do you get banished and leave it on the thing? You could have come back, I guess. And that means that this guy's wrong. This guy is wrong, stupid. Wait, did anyone say anything in the comments? I'm pretty sure the Witch of is the Bed of Chaos. Yeah. And then, not sure about the impossibility of Gwyn exiling his firstborn. Lots of items also say that he was exiled for allying himself with the ancient dragons. That event would pretty much have to be happening during the initial war with the dragons, as the ancient dragons as a group were pretty much completely gone by the time the ancient gods came about. Gwyn was still pretty darn alive with the whole thing. I'm not sure anyone would be fine and dandy with Nameless sticking around after Gwyn. I love that his name is Nameless. After Gwyn linked the fire and Abdullah was exiled him. Yeah. No, they're right. Video's wrong. Stupid. You're incorrect. I've decided, as someone that has just learned what the Dark Souls lore is 30 minutes ago, you're wrong
Just
and
doesn't make
stupid.
sense. Number 11. There was no furtive Pygmy. This is a more recent misconception. We know the Ringed City was ruled by the Pygmy Lords using the power of the Dark Soul. I'm unsure why
Yeah, you couldn't make friends with the dragons if all the dragons were dead. Wait, that's exact. You're so right.
find the Dark Soul and then share it. The opening cinematic in Dark Souls 1 certainly depicts to us that a single person found the Dark Soul. The fact that there are now several Pygmy lords who share and rule through the Dark Soul doesn't mean there wasn't a furtive Pygmy whose mysterious identity will continue to haunt us all. Velka! Number 12. Time being convoluted is only an excuse to have multiplayer. I've seen this one a whole lot. People brushing off time being convoluted as only a multiplayer mechanic, but that's simply not true. Play through the game in offline mode and you'll see that that isn't true.
That's what I did.
There are story-driven NPC invasions in our world.
That's
Kirk,
what I did.
who is dead behind an illusory wall at the time of invading us, continues to invade us to pillage our humanity for his mistress.
I never did that.
Mechanic. We fight several NPCs that don't invade us, just for the sake of having to fight an NPC. There's the Daughter of Chaos and Izalith. We fight Oscar, Solaire, Laurentius, the Crestfallen Warrior after they all go hollow. So saying these NPCs invade us just to fight an NPC doesn't make sense, because we don't have to be invaded to fight them. Them invading our timeline is a part of our story and a part of their story. Even in Dark Souls 3, we can defeat Aldrich, then be summoned by Anri as a part of her story.
He's throwing out so many names. He's throwing out so many names. No, I'll totally do a Dark Souls lore video. It'll be posed like my lore video was, with like little like shitty like stick figures. Any of these names? I'm just gonna skip that one. Havel!
Havel was locked away by Gwyn. We know Havel—
Oh, y'all talked about that. No, wait. Before we were mentioning Havel, I asked if he was one of the people, or if he was one of the chosen ones, and y'all were like, no, he was a knight of Gwyn.
Was locked away by a deer.
Give me one word synopsis of the lore. Need to catch up quick. Okay, hold on. Prank. There you go.
Your friend, and everyone has assumed that friend was Gwyn. But the only thing we know about Havel and Gwyn is that they were battlefield compatriots, and compatriot means basically they're from the same country. I don't know how that correlates to dear friend. In fact, Havel was human. Gwyn was known for manipulating and not giving a shit about humans.
Yeah.
He probably didn't really give Havel much mind, let alone give a shit about
No, the entire lore. You're welcome.
For his own good. The Sacred Oath miracle talks about a brave dragon slayer who served both the Firstborn and Ornstein. This dragon slayer is very likely to be Havel, since in Archdragon Peak, where we find the Firstborn, we find things associated both with Ornstein and Havel. They were probably the original Three Musketeers, and either of them make much better candidates for being dear friends to Havel. In the Ringed City, we're invaded by a silver knight named Leto, who in the
we're skipping.
The Tale of the Abyss Walker is about Artorias.
What does that mean? What is the tale of the— I'm googling it. The Tale of the Abyss Walker. It's a comic?
Now this one is a little controversial. The Tale of the Abyss Walker does actually start off being about Artorias, but it ends with it being about the Chosen.
Mal, you need to stop yelling about spoilers. You need to stop yelling about spoilers. That's— yeah. We finished the game. Now that we finished the game, including DLC, we're learning the lore. That I think it's inevitable.
Chosen undead. When we're
Don't
taken
worry,
into the past to Ulusil by Manus, we find an Artorias who has failed. Yet, we go on to stop the spread of the Abyss by defeating Manus ourselves. But as we know, all of the credit went to Artorias, and the legend of the Abyss Walker was born out of half-truths. Well, that's all the misconceptions I can think of for now. If there's ever a handful more of these, I'll be sure to try and shed some more light on them in another video. But nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed—
Okay. You're wrong. You are wrong and stupid, and this video from 6 years ago is clearly incorrect. I just finished the game yesterday and watched a 30-minute lore video before this, and based on that information, you are clearly wrong and stupid and wrong and probably single and ugly. Cool. Do you want? No. No, I will not. You're damn right. No, this is a human being. No. This is a human being, and as much as their opinion is wrong based on my 30-minute knowledge of Dark Souls lore, standard Souls lore fan. Wait, oh my god, wait, does that mean that I'll become
my usual lore videos? Over the months of doing this, I've had hundreds, maybe even thousands of awesome conversations with you guys, though admittedly some didn't go quite as planned. You'll know that applies to you if you can't comment on this video.
I want to be one of them! I want to be one of them! At first when I watched this video, oh my god, wait! Oh my god, this video is just like the plot to Dark Souls. He told me this information, and I trusted his information as gospel, but then I realized near the end that it was a lie, that he was just telling me things to make me believe that his side is the correct side, but he was wrong! The people that he banned were correct! I'm becoming a Dark Souls fan. I started just out as a Dark Souls player and a streamer, and now I'm becoming a true Dark Souls fan. I'm gonna start going to other people's streams and bitching about their playstyle next. Streamer, why aren't you using this sword when you clearly are at a disadvantage, even though the sword that you should be using is a dex weapon and you have 82 strength and 9 dex, but clearly it's better if you do it. Streamer, why are you not following what I did in the video game, streamer? Streamer, that is not the optimal loadout. Streamer! Why? VTuber, why? Wait, where's that public clip? Hold on.
We must get mad at screen person. Oh, VTuber! VTuber, why?
VTuber, why? Why do you push button?
Should not be pushed. Why, VTuber? Why can't you
Happy
read my
souls.
brain, VTuber? Oh, how dare you, VTuber? Everybody, yell at the VTuber. Point and yell, VTuber!
VTuber!
Why? Why are you digital? VTuber! No! VTuber, read my chat! Read my message! VTuber, please! VTuber only! Please, VTuber, please! Follow my instructions, VTuber!
VTuber, why? VTuber, why you not read my message? VTuber, read my message! Hold on, of course I'm waiting for answers. Shut the fuck up. Kai, thank you so much for the 2. Thank you so much for the stupid chat. I appreciate it. VTuber, why? No, but Dino, I would get people coming into my stream and going, I have not once touched a Dark Souls game. Anyway, you seem to be doing less damage. Have you considered leveling up? And I wanted to scream. I hated it. Stupid. VTuber, why? Chat, why? Dark Souls does something to people when it comes to backseating. One of these days when I feel like I don't have enough clout, I'm gonna have a debate stream where we debate about if Dark Souls should have an easy mode or not, and then just watch just the worst people come out of the woodworks. Just the most awful people, regardless of what opinion I have, just the worst. Can we do that? Can we do that stream? And then every single opinion that someone has, I just disagree with them. Like if they're like, no, Dark Souls shouldn't have an easy mode, then I'm just like, no, I think you're wrong, and I'm not gonna elaborate. And then the next person, no, I think it should have an easy mode. I'm like, no, I think you're wrong, and I'm not gonna elaborate. And just that's the entire stream. The urge to debate rising. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're moving. I forgot that by mentioning easy mode and as a Souls-like streamer, that even that is enough to start pissing people off. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Forgive me. VTuber, why? Okay. Alright, that one's like 30 minutes, 40 minutes long. I don't want to watch that one. We're gonna watch this one. Nope, wrong. Shut up. Did we die? Oh, thank God. Anyway, I think that Dark Souls should have a... Now that chat is dead, I'm gonna loudly declare my opinion, and you guys can't debate it. I angered Neil. He's a Dark Souls fan. Alright, let's watch this video. This is Vati. Which ending is the good ending? Oh my God, that's me. Oh my God, I'm right. Oh my God, uh-oh. I zoomed in too much. Oh my God, that's me. I have to ban myself because I mentioned the view count. Oh no. Oh my God, Cheri Lupina is live. I have to ban. Oh my God, she's so cute. She's so pretty. Oh my God, I love her. Oh my God, she's my Oshi. She's my Oshi, guys. Alright, anyway, let me... Oh, shut up. Okay. Alright.
Most AAA titles these days are pretty predictable. You have the hero, the villain, the polite dialogue choice, the rude dialogue choice, the bad guys, the good guys, and all the meaningless choices along the way. If you're watching my videos, then you should already know that Dark Souls breaks the mold.
That is a funny joke that I totally understand. Mass Effect. I am hip with the gamers. I have a lot of culture related to video games. I, too, understand Mass Effect.
Most games either have one canon ending or allow you to choose from a selection of moral minefield endings at the end of the game. Dark Souls is the latter, but the endings are ambiguous as hell. The more you learn about the game, the more confusing the endings become.
Yeah, it's 3 different endings that were different colors of the same thing. Ill.
Probably leave you wondering what would happen next. What consequence would my choice have in the game world? The first ending we'll analyze is the Length of Fire ending. You sacrifice your body and soul as fuel for the first flame, which keeps the gods in power. We'll call this the Light ending. Your other choice is letting the flame die out, allowing you to become the Dark Lord and ushering in the Age of Man. Let's call this the Dark ending. Now, this video assumes you have some idea of what's going on in the Dark Souls universe.
Obviously.
If you don't, I have a Dark Souls lore in a minute video you could watch, or you could brush up on the fundamentals presented by Epic Namebro.
No, I'm an expert.
Endings, you must understand what makes them significant. In the
What ending did I choose? Oh, so I didn't know that there were 2 endings. I didn't even know that I was at the ending. I killed the guy, and then, like, as usual, when you kill a boss, a fire, like a campfire spawns in front of you, and then you can, like, sit at the campfire and heal and spend your souls. So I killed the boss and then saw a campfire spawn in front of me, so I immediately walked over to it and spammed A. And then I ended the game on accident.
In the beginning, the 4 Lord Souls were found within the first flame. Gwyn obtained the Light Soul and ushered in an Age of Fire based around that first flame. This age of fire meant that the gods and the lords were in control of the world, ruling over humanity.
Oh, that's a
They lit
badass
bonfires from
picture!
the first flame and shepherded the humans. But where did the humans come from? Well, it's my theory that humanity is spawned from the fragments of the Dark Soul. As humanity split and grew and split and
oh my god, Dark Soul's the name of this...
grew, the dark began to overcome the light. This concept of disparity plays a huge role in the game.
Yeah!
As the first flame faded, the light faded, and as the light faded, the power of Gwyn and the Age of Fire faded. As the gods started to lose their power, they began to recognize the threat that humanity could pose.
Okay.
It seems the gods couldn't decide what to make of humanity. In the dialogues of Kieran and Goff, we see some of this uncertainty. If you aid them, they decide that humans aren't so bad after all.
Aww.
But if you slight them, then they treat you with that built-up resentment.
Yeah! Oh, Jesus fuck! Jesus fucking Christ! Oh my god! Jesus! Alright! Cool, turning you down? Oh my god!
This is true human nature.
Jesus!
Continues to fade. The gods abandon Anor Londo, and the remaining gods use illusions to preserve their power. Gwyn, holder of the Light Soul, goes to the kiln of the first flame and offers himself as fuel. He sacrifices himself to let the flame burn a little longer. This buys the gods a bit more time to find a solution to their problem. You are that solution. By linking the fire,
I don't know if
you
we're a
become the fuel.
solution, because, I mean, I feel like if we're not the solution, we're just like a temporary, like, aid. You know? We're like a temporary, like...
For the first flame. With you in Gwyn's place, the Age of Fire can continue.
Not
But
forever,
what makes
though.
you so special? Well, the character is a very powerful undead if they can make it all the way to Gwyn, and it follows that the more powerful you are, the longer you will burn. It could be that this is why Frampt is trying to push undead towards Gwyn. He is trying to find the one who will burn the longest. So by burning
Your
in Gwyn's
chosen
place, you have
band-aid.
to ask yourself what purpose it serves. You're preserving the reign of the gods and rising to the needs
That's
of a
true, they
dying
keep
hierarchy.
if they keep sending
It's
chosen
not
undeads
even a
indefinitely,
temporary
that's
solution.
true.
Gwyn was powerful enough to take out the immortal dragons, and even he became a husk.
You know what the cool thing is about that? Is that technically every time you replay the game, you're just like, it's like canon. You coming back and doing it over and over and over and over again is like, it's not just you replaying the game, it's just, it's literally canon that it's just, yeah. That's kind of neat. I mean, it's just like, I think that was just neat. I think it's neat.
By the end.
I think it's neato.
So while you could see linking the flame as a selfless act, it's hard to imagine that you're doing it for any greater purpose. Indeed, if you link the flame, you are rising to the needs of people who could simply be using you. So, is this the good ending?
No.
At first glance, it seems like
Nope,
it.
not at all.
Most players go through the game only meeting the serpent Frampt, who promises that linking the flame will undo the curse of the undead. He talks of fate and gives you purpose. So at first, I thought this was the right thing to do. I didn't know that Anor Londo and Guinevere were illusions.
Woman! Woman! Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I didn't know I was being used, and I thought I was being selfless. But then I heard what Karth had to say. He says that after
The Discord's in my description of the video, Sam, but only share clips
and waited for fire to subside.
of like
He says that
this
with
stream.
the fading flame comes the age
Or
of
like
man.
Dark Souls,
He
I
paints Gwyn
guess.
as a god who
If you're
resisted the
sharing
course
like
of
clips of
nature,
your own
and says that you are being
stream, don't do
manipulated
that.
by Frampt to keep Gwyn's age of fire going. By killing Gwyn and walking away from the first flame, Karth promises that the dark will finally come, and with it, the age of man will begin. At first, I thought that Karth's hidden dialogue was the truth. It makes sense. When you realize that Frampt is manipulating you, you feel like you should believe.
What? I didn't hear? No, I stopped paying attention. Sorry, what was that?
He paints Gwyn as a god who resisted the course of nature, and says that you are being manipulated by Frampt to keep Gwyn's age of fire going. By killing Gwyn and walking away from the first flame, Karth promises that the dark will finally come, and with it, the age of man will begin. At first, I thought that Karth's hidden dialogue was the truth.
No, of course
It makes
not.
sense.
No
When you
one tells
realize
the
that
truth
Frampt
in
is
this
manipulating
game.
You feel like you should believe everything Karth has to say.
No one
It
tells
seems
the
like
truth
Karth is
in this
telling the whole
game.
truth,
No!
But is he telling the whole truth?
No, he's
is
not!
Is the darkness really a place where humans can thrive?
No!
Humans are born from the dark soul. That much
Serpent
is true.
activity!
The Black Humanity sprite is proof of that. But when we journey back to see what happened in Odyssey, we realize how dangerous the dark is to humans. Odyssey was once a human city, overrun by the dark. These are its residents, and this is the fate of the humans who come into contact with the dark.
Oh, these are the humans?
One serpent tells you lies, and the other tells you truth. But
I mean, TBH. Like, who's to say if that's, like, a bad fate? Like, who's to say, like, that's like a bad decision, you know? Like, are you the one to decide? Like, but like all the people of Uso, maybe they're happy. Maybe they're having a good life. You don't know that. Maybe they're just kind of fucking pogging out of their mind. And like they're just, you know, I don't know. Fucking, cause like both of them, clearly you're not gonna stay. Like you have to choose do some type of change. Like either you make everyone miserable or you make everyone look different. I thought it was corrupted by the abyss, not the dark, and the abyss was created by linking of the fire. I don't think so, because okay, 30 minutes of Dark Souls knowledge here. I thought the four kings turned evil by the dark, and they created the abyss. Or they were in the abyss. And so all of Ulasil was like icky and gross because of the abyss or something like that. The abyss and the dark are related but not the same, and the immediate next message is the abyss is the darkness. I love this. I love how direct and easy to understand Dark Souls is. I love that. I love that so much. 30 minutes of Dark Souls knowledge has been live for an hour and a half. I've been live for 2.5 hours, actually. But it was really a 30-minute long video. I just paused and went, whoa, every 3 seconds.
both of them are manipulating you. If you link the fire, you are sacrificing yourself so that Frampt and Gwyndolin can rule with the illusion of power in Anor Londo.
Oh, fucking Jesus Christ. Never mind. Ignore the entire video. Ignore everything that I just said. This is the bad ending. Whatever fucking ending leads you to see this cutscene, that's the bad ending. Fuck that. No. Gross. No.
But is this a place where humans thrive?
Oh, there's so many of them! There's so many!
It doesn't matter what you do. If you link the flame, you're just delaying the inevitable. If you let the flame fade, the darkness comes a little sooner, with you at the helm. The one canon ending to Dark Souls is in the prologue. One day the flame will fade, and only dark will remain. So instead of choosing an ending, just go and live with Priscilla or something.
Pause, elaborate the idea, unpause the video, answers the idea, like, repeat. Yeah, pretty much. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fucking Dark Souls. Okay. I'm seeing a few, So, oh, wait, actually, real quick, what was it? Okay, it was a Sith cutscene after DLC. Oh, wait, yeah, okay. Cool.
Hello.
You know what this reminds me of? Do you remember those like tech help videos that were happening like like, not, I don't want to say early on YouTube, but it was like, at least when I was younger, they would have these tech help or like how to do Minecraft mods, and it would be a screen capture of someone's desktop, and then they would load up Notepad and then type in Notepad, hello, and they would start the actual thing, like the actual tutorial. That's what it reminded me of. Hello! Those still exist? I love that. Anyway, that's just what I thought of. Sword. Sif still fights you because Sif remembers what happens to Artorias and wants to keep you from the same fate. That's so cute. That's so cute. What the fuck? Aww. I feel kind of bad by my reaction to me killing Sif now. Cause I'm pretty sure the only thing that I said, when I defeated Sif, everyone was crying in my chat, and I was like, get fucked, and then I fucked off, and then because I killed him in like 3 hits, and I was just like, okay, cool, see you later, stupid dog, bye. Did I ever see the special animation Sif has at low health? No, because I killed him, like, really fast. Oh, well, they killed him fast too anyway. Damn. Alright. Okay. Neat. Well, that was interesting. Poor Sif. Rip. Alright, we're gonna learn. I'm sorry, I'm going through a whole list of like all of the things that Bubble listed out for me. We're gonna go, I'm just like picking and choosing the ones that I want because I can't watch all of them just because of like time constraints. But I want to learn about these guys because he's a cannibal, isn't he? I want to learn about that and like what the hell, what, like I want to put the doc in the Discord for everyone to reference. Oh yeah, sure, if you want to. Yeah, that's smart.
Guys, I'm Dave Klein, and welcome back to my Dark Souls lore series. Today, we're going to take a look at the infamous boss duo, Ornstein and Smough. What do we know about the 2 guards to the throne, and what can we speculate?
One eats people!
So, let's begin. Upon walking into Guinevere's throne room, the chosen undead is greeted by not one, but 2 bosses. Dragonslayer Ornstein and Executioner Smough. Dragonslayer Ornstein is one of the honored 4 knights of Gwyn. We know from the soul of Ornstein that special beings have special souls. Lord Gwyn granted this soul to his 4 most trusted knights. He is represented by the Leo and drops his Leo ring upon being defeated. Ornstein was particularly skilled with the lance and his lugged spear is said to have sliced a boulder in two. Ornstein became one of the honored knights.
Show me about the
Gwyn's Lord of
cannibalism.
The dragons. His Dragon Slayer spear tells us that he is a
We already
dragon
know
slayer
this.
guarding
Show me
Anor
about the
Londo
cannibalism.
Cathedral. His spear inflicts lightning damage effective against dragons. His two-handed thrust
Let me know,
relies on
people.
the cross and buries the spear deep within a dragon's hide and sends humans flying. The lightning damage was probably granted to Ornstein by Gwyn himself, as it is Gwyn's signature attack. We see several dragon heads in one particular room in Anor Londo, and it is very possible that these are trophies of Ornstein.
That's really cool, though.
As his spear is described as being able to send humans flying, I believe that Ornstein also fought in the Occult Rebellion, protecting the gods. And what is the Occult Rebellion?
I don't know.
According to the effigy shield found in the Tomb of Giants, the effigy shield...
I adore Dark Souls. I adore Dark Souls so much because it's like, oh, so there's this whole giant rebellion where they had to fight the gods. Oh, how do we know about what that is? Okay, well, if you have this one specific shield that you can only grab right here, and if you go this character class and you look at the word, like the item description, which isn't even default, so you have to like seek it out specifically, you will see 2 small sentences, and with that, we can infer that there is bull, and it's just
defends against divine weapons and lightning. In an ill-fated
I hate
plot
Dark
to
Souls
destroy
so
the
much.
very
It's
gods,
so stupid.
The followers of the occult once attempted to steal the power of Gravelord Nito, the first of the dead. We see further examples of the occult locked away in the painted world of Ariamis, such as the Dark Ember, so I believe it would make sense for the 4 knights to have battled with the occult. Ornstein guards the cathedral in the Forsaken City of Anor Londo. I believe guarding the throne room would be considered a high honor.
I adore Dark
and is
Souls
something
5 minutes
typically
ago. I
assigned to
hate
the
Dark
best
Souls for the
knight.
exact same
But
reason,
what's
yes.
more important than protecting the king and his kin? According to Ornstein's armor, Ornstein is believed to be the captain of the 4 knights. The key word here is believed. Now, there are a couple of takes on this. It's possible that Ornstein was indeed
He's
the
so big, I forgot how big he
guards
gets.
the throne.
I forgot how large he
It's
is.
speculated that he could have given himself the title of captain of the 4 knights, as he is the last surviving of the 4, and who's alive
that's
to
kind of
contest his claim.
Wait, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. If he's just like, oh no, I'm the captain. I'm the captain. No, yeah, I was the captain of the 4 knights, the 4 like super special, like mega ultra cool knights that like King Gwyn himself like chose. Yeah, I was the captain of it. And they're like, oh well, like, do you have any like reason why? No, I just was like, oh, I've never heard of the fact that you were the captain. Like, do you have any proof? No. But I was the captain. You can trust me. Win by default.
Personally, I think he was the captain because of his position of guarding the throne. But the other theory is definitely a strong possibility that I wanted to point out.
All against me, say nay. Oh, you're dead. You can't,
he
idiot.
is one of the most morally reprehensible characters in the service of Gwyn. We know from the Soul of Smough that he was an eerily gleeful executioner, and that he too is a special being with a special soul.
Let's go!
Unlike Ornstein, Smough prefers to use a heavily strength-based great hammer. No skill is required to use this, as we see no need for dexterity, yet a massive amount of strength.
Yeah!
Along with being known as an eerily gleeful executioner, we also know from Smough's hammer that Smough loved his work and ground the bones of his victims into his own feed, ruining his hopes of becoming ranked with the 4 knights. There are a number of interesting things in this description that we can interpret. The sheer brutality of Smough, and the fact that Smough would even eat the remains of his victims, was too much for him to be accepted into the 4 knights. And yes, this indicates Smough was a cannibal. Perhaps for his brutality, or perhaps for his cannibalistic nature, it would seem Gwyn found little honor in these characteristics. The other interesting detail we receive in this line is that Smough hoped to be accepted into being ranked with the 4 knights. This creates an interesting dynamic between him and the believed captain of the 4 knights. Another thing we know about Smough from the design working around.
God, I hate this image. I hate this image so much. Yeah, wait, yeah, because I was gonna say, I always thought it was funny that his like titties were specifically molded into his thing. But yeah, wait, what?
Is that he's not fat, but similar to the Catarina Knights, simply has fat and bigger armor. We also
wait, was the Onion Knight? He doesn't even
see that unlike the 4 knights, Smough has little to no skill. He's simply an incredibly powerful being, as his armor is described as offering extremely high defense and can be worn by humans, but not without great difficulty.
To be honest, I mean, in his defense, having such incredible strength is a skill. Like that, it's not like he can do magic, sure, but he's really strong. They keep putting him down, but I feel like being that strong and having that heavy armor is that's a feat. Like that's a skill.
Difficulty. Another incredibly interesting tidbit we know about Smough.
Don't be mean to the cannibal.
MS Painting pointed out to me is that it would seem Kingseeker Frampt doesn't have a very high opinion of Smough. When given special souls, Frampt will give the player a number of souls in return as he sees fit.
Okay.
If the player consumes Ornstein's soul, he'll receive 12,000 souls.
Wait, and you get less?
For giving the soul to Frampt, the player will receive 1,000 souls.
That's really funny.
Yeah, here's the interesting thing. For consuming Smough's soul, players will receive 12,000 souls, just like Ornstein. However, for giving the soul to Frampt, the player will receive 1 measly soul.
That's so
yes,
funny.
You heard me correctly.
That's hilarious.
1 singular soul. But why is this? And another
Damn, he fucking loves Priscilla.
Interesting tidbit, Smough's armor is also worth next to nothing to Frampt.
That's so funny.
We know that
he just
Frampt
really
worked closely
hates
with Gwyn,
it.
so it's possible that Frampt shares Gwyn's views on Smough
He just really
and was
hates
disgusted
it
by
so
Smough's
much.
sadistic and cannibalistic nature.
That's so shady.
But at the end of the day, I'm really not sure what the
gives
reason
200
is.
souls
I'd love to
for
hear
dung
your thoughts
pies.
and speculations in the comments below. So, if Smough is so hated by Gwyn, why is he guarding the throne with a member of the Four Knights? I believe Smough was chosen after Gwyn left, and he was probably chosen by either Gwyndolin or Ornstein to help guard the throne. As revolting as his nature was to the gods, that doesn't mean that it doesn't have its uses. He was useful in being an executioner, and perhaps there was no denying how good it would be to have such a strong and relentless fighter to help guard the throne. It could have also even been a selection motivated by necessity. Smough could have simply been the only being still alive capable of guarding the throne.
That's also valid.
And why are they choosing to guard the throne? As I mentioned
actually,
earlier,
I was gonna say.
I believe guarding the throne would be considered an incredibly high honor for its importance. Therefore, Ornstein, as one of the Four Knights, continues to do his duty. Also, I'm sure that Gwyn assigned Ornstein to protect his kin as well. So it's possible that Ornstein is simply following Gwyndolyn's orders. As for Smough, he hoped to become one of the Four Knights, so he probably jumped at the opportunity.
Yeah, I always thought it was weird that
While
they
the
were
two
guarding a
guard
throne
Guinevere,
for a
we come
guy
to
that's
discover
dead.
that Guinevere is, in fact, an illusion created by Gwyndolin. So the question arises of if Ornstein and Smough realize they're simply guarding an illusion. By guarding Guinevere, who holds the Lord Vessel, Ornstein and Smough have essentially become sacrificial lambs for Gwyndolin, who will have an inevitable death when the chosen undead arrives. I believe Ornstein may know, as his honor would most likely keep him protecting the throne and family. Smough, on the other hand, doesn't seem like the type who would
they're just
hold a position that
bait.
could be his end.
Essentially.
So I don't really think Smough knows. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. As far
That's so sad. Wait, the poor guy knows that he's just there for bait, but he's fucking dude.
as the relationship between the two of them, we see that upon killing Smough, Ornstein lightly touches him on the chest in a respectful manner before absorbing his powers. And after killing Ornstein, Smough immediately smashes him in, then absorbs his powers. This indicates Ornstein honored Smough as a powerful fighter and was generally a more honorable being than Smough. I don't know if Smough's...
Really, the knights who is like sworn by his duty and always protects the throne, even though he literally knows that he's bait, is maybe a little bit more respectful than the cannibal. Damn. Wild! Wild fun fact about that! Who would have fucking thought?
We know that Smough enjoyed his work of being an executioner, so he probably simply enjoyed the act of killing yet another soul.
Whatever
and
is
as
that
far as their power
opinion?
absorption goes, perhaps just like an undead can utilize souls to level up, these bosses can do something similar with special souls.
I mean, it makes sense because when you kill them, you don't get both souls, right? You only get the soul of the guy that you killed, or do you get both? Because, like, it would make sense that he just used it and level up.
Bear in mind, when you finish the boss fight, you only receive the soul of the final... boss you killed, as opposed to both souls. We see with bosses such as Seath and the Four Kings, Gwyn grants them fragments of his Lord Soul, making them stronger. I believe that this is exactly the case with Ornstein and Smough. Once defeated, they can take each other's special souls to become stronger. On the other hand, it could simply be the developers throwing in a new boss fight gameplay mechanic. The final thing to address is if Ornstein and Smough are themselves illusions. There's no way to test this out, as we can only kill Guinevere and thusly breaking Gwyndolин's illusion after defeating Ornstein and Smough. A large reason why people believe this is the case is because after destroying Guinevere's illusion, a Berenice and Balder Knight can be found inside the cathedral, perhaps representing Ornstein and Smough.
Thou that tarnishest the Godmother's image, I am Gwyndolin. And thy transgression shall not go unpunished.
So edgy.
Thou
What is an
shalt
edgy little
perish
boy?
in the twilight of Anor Londo.
Personally, I believe the Knights are agents of the Darkblade come to get you. As for Ornstein and Smough, in my opinion, I don't believe they are illusions. The strongest evidence lies in the fact that we get Ornstein and Smough's special souls for defeating them. I don't believe a mere illusion would have such powerful souls on them.
That's a fair point.
Alright guys, that wraps.
I mean, it's kind of, again, everything in this fucking lore is just, like, randomly guessing who knows at this point. We're just, like, we're inferring based on who fucking knows. I hate this stupid game. I hate this. I hate this stupid game so much. It's so dumb. It's so stupid. Alright. We're gonna watch one more video. About... Okay, that one's like 20 minutes. Alright, this one.
2 nights.
Looks sad. Cool. In Bulgarian, interesting. Oh, it has everything except for English. Okay, cool, Pog, okay.
1 soul. Siegmeyer and Siegward of Catarina.
Wait, there's 2 different ones? Wait, there's 2 different guys? I thought it was only one.
The Knights of Dark Souls stand as symbols of their homelands. For instance, from Oscar and Solaire, we sense the valiant doom of Astora. From Oswald and Lautrec, the grim sects of Carim. Look to Petrus to glimpse the hypocrisy of Tharaland, or to the Lothric Knights for their motif of self-sacrifice. But if I ask you to imagine Catarina, you should think fondly of the place, for Catarina is a land of alcohol and rejoicing, and its knights are jovial and brave. Like its neighbors, Catarina is surely crippled by the undead curse, which dooms the afflicted to endless life and to a hollow fate. But for all of its horrors, undeath affords certain opportunities. Some
The music in the
become
background
motivated
is so
to seek
epic.
out ancient arts, or to indulge absurd obsessions. It's no longer unreasonable to think you could reach the lands of the gods, or trigger ancient prophecies. Your morals become challenged in the face of eternity, and it's likely the ancient gods themselves who left you to this fate. But to Siegmeyer, his curse meant one simple thing: adventure. And one by one, they all learn the limits of the flesh, the limits of want, and while all of them hollow, in the end, their stories remain.
What a cute little guy!
To be undead is to lose yourself, and an undead who loses everything becomes hollow. Rare is the sight of a human in Lordran, for Sieglind only has one life to lose. Despite this, she not only travels halfway across the world to get here, but also manages to traverse the length of Lordran itself, making her an awe-inspiring.
Oh, is that the person that fucking Onion Knight is trying to find? Oh, I remember he was trying to find someone, but I could never remember who I always kind of forgot. Like, he was just kind of there.
Really?
Oh, have you seen my father? You wouldn't miss him. A suit of armor just like mine. Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him. Thanks again, truly. Now if we'll just stay put and keep out of trouble.
She's a small part of the
Oh, other. Like they're just looking for each other and constantly missing each
The
other.
life that Siegmeyer left behind, but an undead's memories fade quickly, with the oldest going first.
My daughter risked life and limb just to find me, to deliver her mother's last words. And the poor girl's not even undead. Heavens. I never asked her to do that.
He came here seeking adventure, and that's quite a pure motive, really, compared to others that grip those in Lordran.
Oh, he's looking for adventure?
To
Okay.
progress and explore should keep him from hollowing, just as long as obstacles can be overcome and adventure be had. However,
I've run flat up against a wall, or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss? This is quite a fix. We'll need another 3, no, maybe 5 bodies. Quite a fix indeed.
the name Siegmeyer means victory, and that is what you take from him.
But because...
The old fortress. Was that your doing? But be warned, gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
So the whole thing is he just wanted to do, like, he just wanted to adventure, and though there is that he didn't, like, basically fucking go insane as if he was doing fine and having an adventure, and he just wanted to save the day, and then he just fucking, we kept walking in and crushing his dreams.
Well, our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
As you save Siegmeyer, you may well be draining his belief in himself, leading him to take one final stand.
Those monsters making life difficult for you? You need not be ashamed. We're all in the same boat, you know. I really have run up quite a debt to you. Perhaps the time has come.
It's a suicide mission to repay his friend. You take that victory from him as well.
And now, I go. Don't be slow. Come on! Over here, you fiends! Perish, foul creatures! I am Siegmeyer of Catarina, and you shall feel my wrath!
If you allow Siegmeyer to sacrifice himself here while you escape, then he will hollow, but with his honor intact. However, the only way for him to survive here is if you save his life again.
But you, didn't you get away? Well, you've saved me, once again. Oh, thank goodness. I'm exhausted.
So this is the last time you'll see Siegmeyer alive.
My father, he went on his final adventure. Don't worry, that's just the way he is, undead or no.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Sort of reassuring, really. If he goes hollow, I'll just have to kill him again.
The name Siegmeyer means gentle battle. Here, she's simply jesting that she'll always be there to rein him in, even if the worst happens. And it's a joke in poor taste, for it comes true in the end.
Yes. Now I see. You are one of the bad ones. Then there's only one thing to do with you. Oh, how can this be, dear father?
Heavens, my dear little Lynn.
And so, your friend Siegmeyer meets his end in Ash Lake. He goes to join his wife in death, and there's nothing you can do to stop him.
My father, all hollow now. He's been subdued. He will cause no more trouble. It's finally over. Oh, father. Dear father.
Of course, it's not over. Towards the end, when the world is almost burned to ash, ash itself will rise to inherit it. These are the
Wait, I gotta go get tissues 1 second. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm crying. Hello. Hello. How are you? I'm sorry. You came in like 6 minutes into a video that made me fucking sob. That is so sad. I hope you had a fantastic stream though. Thank you so much. Thank you, May. Oh, that's so fucking sad. Why is that depleted? Oh my god. Oh, duh, we're just chopping onions. No, his daughter did that already for us. Okay. Anyway, hello. My name's Cheri Lupina. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Right, I do. Wait, there we go. Hi. Hi, I'm Cheri Lupina. I'm part of VReverie's Gen 2 Odyssey. I play a lot of Souls-like content. I played all of Dark Souls 1 and managed to literally ignore every single piece of lore that existed in the video game. So now we're doing a watch along where we're watching a bunch of different types of lore and everything. And fuck me, man! Okay. Okay.
The unkindled, undead who attempted to link the fire, but failed and were cremated instead. They're commanded to rise as a last
It's
resort
just really
to bring the
sad.
fallen lords of Cinder back to their thrones.
Oh, this is Dark Souls, like, different shit, isn't it? Yeah, okay, cool. It's okay, sure. All that happened is that he was gonna be the one, he was going on one last adventure, knowing his end was coming, and you stole that from him at every moment, forcing his daughter to patricide. Oh, that's it? Oh, that's it? Oh, whoa! Jesus Christ.
You can't stop him, but you can still honor his will and legacy, Cheri.
Shut the fuck up. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Oh my god. Okay, I'm really sorry. I think that's gonna be the end because I'm getting really, really tired and my head's starting to hurt. I'm so sorry for those that came in from the raid. I'm so sorry you came into me literally just screaming out of sadness. Yeah, actually the reason the death is out of her hands. No, I'm aware, but no, that's what the video said. I'm aware. Fucking awful. Oh, I want an onion bro nendroid. I want that shit. Will there be a second lore stream? Probably not. Just because I want to get on to the next games. I have one more Dark Souls 1 video that I want to do probably on Monday. We're gonna do like a tier list. I have a bunch of different tier lists prepared. Many of them are really dumb. So we're gonna talk about those and do those. But We're gonna have that, so it'll be like a fun little end, because this one was fucking tragic. So we're gonna have a fun end to Dark Souls 1, and then we're gonna move on to Dark Souls 2 next week. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, hold on. Let me, if you guys want to see a spoiler, nope, that's not it. Is that not it? Wait. What day is it today? All right, you're getting the spoiler tomorrow then, because I don't have my schedule saved, so you're not getting a spoiler. Anyway, but tomorrow is Elden Ring. It's a Batsu day. And so that means that for every $5 or every membership, I do a squat, and then also every 5 deaths in Elden Ring, I spin the wheel and I have to do some type of punishment. Oh, Jesus. And then Sunday we're doing a rigging stream. I haven't done a rigging stream really, like, that wasn't a members only stream, but my plan is to I want to make a silly, like a really stupid, silly little model for Fuumoka. And I'm gonna make 2 of them, but they're gonna be really, really dumb. Like, I don't draw, so they're gonna look really silly, but hopefully be rigged okay. So that should be fun. And that's also, like, if you want to go, like, ask questions about how Live 2D works, or if you have questions about fucking anything, there's the time to do it. Okay, anyway, let me go to YouTube Studio. We're gonna go to here. So, thank you for all the supers this stream. I appreciate it a lot. We are currently at...
Hiccups moment.
Shut up. We're currently at 2,688 members. I think it should be dropping down soon, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure we're nearing the time where a lot of Gifted went away. But either way, 2,688 members. At 2,750, we have a horror game stream. So we're like 62 away. 62 away. Anyway, Jesus Christ. Alright, and then also, go here. Nope, go here. Thank you so much. Oh! Thank you, Ravi. Thank you so much. 61 members left. Thank you so much for the gifted. I appreciate you. Thank you. Alright. Soon to Sleep and Finicky Fennick and Alan and C4 Suave, Payniko, Yuki, Nezzy Perdi and Sir Simpalot, Malkir, Anirin, Gigi, Dakari, Munsuke, Kiri, Scarth, Chaotix, Valisium, Ziggy, Desi, Kana, Moshi, Reiko, Pat, Dino, Xander, and Poopo. Thank you guys so much for being my diamond members. Thank you so much. Thank you. What's the horror game gonna be? Probably Mortuary Assistant, because that one freaks me out a lot. Really easily. Anyway, thank you guys so much.
Even though I could no watch the stream from the start, it was great to see your heartfelt reactions to this story. Cheri. Your emotional reactions kind of validate mine, so thank you.
Of course.
Have good memories.
Yay! Thank you so much for the dono. Thank you so much, Denny. Yeah, no, it was super cool. I'm not excited to play Dark Souls 2, but I'm excited to be able to play another Dark Souls game to learn more about the lore. I didn't know the lore was that cool, and I really like it, so that's really fun. I understand now why people, care about the lore and are excited by it and wanted to share it and stuff like that. That's really cool. Errol, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we have Dark Souls 1 tier list, and there are gonna be a lot of stupid tier lists as well. I'm very excited for that one. And then Dark Souls 2 probably the day after. And yeah. Oh! There's so much more to the lore. I love it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. The doc that I've been using, this one, it's in the Discord. Bubble painstakingly recorded everything and wrote it all out and found cool things. And thank you, Bubble. Everyone say thank you, Bubble, in the chat. Thank you, Bubble, for writing it all out. You're very cool and doing it at like 4 o'clock in the morning. You're very cool. Thank you. Thank you, Bubble. All right. Okay. I think that's everything, though. I hope you guys... Oh, make sure to say goodbye to Solaire. Make sure to say goodbye to Solaire. Sorry, I separated from my legs. I'm so sorry. I'm putting my feet down. Oh, the table's attached to me now. Okay, bye, table. Bye, table. My legs came off. Oh, my God. All right, goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Have a cherry good night. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Elden Ring. Goodbye. Oh, we're going to go raid Rana, by the way. So go say hi to Rana. She's playing Baldur's Gate, I'm pretty sure. Which is cool as hell. I love that game. I played the beta for it, and it was so fun. It was just really sad because it kept like glitching and failing and like crashing and stuff like that. So I had to wait for the game to come out. And now that the game is out, I haven't been able to play because I've been so busy. I'm just so upset. Anyway, yeah, Baldur's Gate. Okay, cool. All right, goodbye. Have a cherry good night. Goodbye. Well,
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the yellow thingy. God damn it, I'm not switching over. I'm not switching over. I want to go get Kleenex, bitch. Thank you so much for the stupid chat. Thank you. And thank you, Robbie, for the gifted. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right.